There we go again. Okay, try this again. I had to reboot twice. But we seem to be doing better now. Okay, Donna is coming back into Zoom room. Go through and get this working. All right. That should be set. Good coffee. Tonight's coffee is chocolate cappuccino from New England brand. We wait for everyone to rejoin the show. Got a message on Facebook. Hey, where the hell did you go? And then it popped back up and said you were on, and went over there and you weren't there. It's like, yeah, well, I had to reboot again. So 2 reboots. Everything looks stable now. Earlier this morning, I had a update on my computer system. So that's probably what screwed it up. Sometimes it takes a couple reboots to shake off the bugs. We'll see. We'll see. Are you there, Donna? I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. She's there. She's there on Zoom, but do not hear anything coming in on her end. Waiting for folks to show up. Oh, Donna left. It's one of those nights. It is one of those nights. Wait for everybody else. Gus should be walking in. Oh. Donna says, I'm here. Did you say that you added a new monitor? I tried to add a new monitor, and it didn't recognize it. It did not recognize it. Okay, go just one more big there. We'll see if this will help me out. There we go. Bring Donna back in. Are you there, Donna? So far it says excellent connection and no drop signals. So see if that holds out. Other people out there watching the show on YouTube, can you hear me? Is the volume going out? Now, normally when Donna hits the Zoom room, Donna says she's trying to get back on Zoom. Well, it's there. It is there. I see you in Zoom. See anybody else out there? Go ahead and type up and let me know that the audio is working. Video should be fine. Craziness. Craziness. Gus says it's working now. Fantastic. So the audio is working fine, too. Mr. Gus. Augustus McCrae. He's not Augustus McCrae. It's just Gus. Oh, Donna jumped out of the Zoom room again. She's gone. She's gone. I know she's having some difficulty. I don't know why. Going over for dinner at my youngest tomorrow. They got the new place. So we'll go on over and have dinner. It keeps disjoining you. Hold on here. Oh, good thing for mute. It keeps disjoining you. That's weird. That is just weird. Gus says that will be interesting. Yes, it will be. They were going to, how about clam chowder? It's like, no. We eat just about everything. We're not clam chowder people. It's like, no, pick something else. And you're having pork loin and taters and broccoli, I think is what they're doing. Here comes Donna again. She's going to try. Here you go. There you go. Trying again.
Yeah, we're here.
Hey.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah, cooking with kerosene.
There you go.
That's right. Jet fuel. We're on it. We're on it now, yes. See if everybody else finally made it here. I haven't had a dropped, again, 2 times to restart. And since I've been streaming this time, not a dropped frame, and it says
your refresh rate between the 2 monitors may be out of sync.
Yeah, that's not. I've had 2 monitors for a while.
Oh, you have? Well, yeah. I just wondered.
Tried to add another one. Yeah, I tried to add another one.
Well, check your acceleration rate, your hardware.
Yeah, everything is fine. GPU. I just, again, I had a system update this morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a couple of reboots will fix it.
So it's like, it's probably just things haven't shaken all the bugs out. So, because like I said, two reboots on this one, and now the signal's going fine. I just think it was, because sometimes when you have a system update, it doesn't get everything updated.
Right.
And
yeah.
Some
it takes
things are
a couple
half
of reboots
installed
because if there's a lot of updates or different updates, it'll have to reboot to get some of them, and then you have to reboot again to get others. Yeah, I quit Windows.
Gus says it's a sign. I saw the sign. Oh my goodness!
It's an EMP.
No, at least it's not like my new studio. I call it my. It reminds me of battleship camo.
Yeah, your new studio 10 feet down the hall.
No, it is down the hall, but it's not quite 10 feet. But yeah. Well, where I'm sitting is probably at least 10 feet from where I'll sit before, but whatever. Yeah, it was kind of weak in some spots, so I decided, and I missed one little area. Of course, when you roll it out to begin with, you can't see. You think you got it. It's like, no, and then it dries, and you're like, oh shit, I missed some. So I went, okay, I'm going to do some touch. And let's pull that back up now that everybody's back up here. I showed a picture of the... Here we go. This is the... So, yeah, where I touched it up is a shade and a half darker than everything else.
The hell is that?
Oh, that's just part of the wall. That's showing the shade differences. It's over if you look to the right and to the left, where the
I can see
lighter
the
areas,
marks.
right?
Yeah.
And then where the touch-ups was the middle. I call it my battleship camo. So it's like, oh crap. So now I'm gonna have to retrim the whole room, and then give it one good thick coat of paint over everything, and it should even out the color.
Oh yeah.
And but yeah. Yeah, Gus says a hop, skip, and a jump away. It's a hop, a trip, and a stumble away.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Pick up your cords. Make sure you're not dragging your cords.
So I'll get that painted up tomorrow. And I was like, oh, man, I bought 2 gallons. And I only used just shy of 1 gallon. Man, I bought too much. It's like, no, I guess I bought the right amount.
I guess you didn't.
because I'm going to be painting it again. Oh, it looks all pretty. It's a nice green. It's hemlock.
Well, it looks gray on this screen.
Yeah, it's a gray. It's a green with gray in it. Yeah,
like a sage.
It's very similar to sage. I was going to go with sage, but sage is actually, if you look on the picture that I have up, sage is more the light color than the dark color. Yeah, the sage is a light, just a little bit lighter than this one. So it's a hemlock. I liked it, so it's like, okay, we're going to go with that. I got everything waiting to move up. I got to bring the whiskey barrel up, set that in there, steamer trunk. I got some stuff. It's going to look nice. It's going to be tight, but it's going to look nice.
How big's the room?
Oh, it's 10 by 13, something like that.
Okay.
It's a pretty small room.
Yeah, that's pretty small.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine for a bedroom. Which is what it was.
Oh yeah.
But you start adding stuff in, because the depth from the edge of my desk to the backdrop is 6 feet. And I don't want to. I'd like to go further, but I can't, because then I won't have the second shooting area.
What do you got? 10-foot ceilings? 11?
No, this is 8 maybe, 7, 8.
I thought you said the house was 100 and some odd years old.
1903.
Okay, 19. Wow, yeah, it should have higher ceilings, I would think. At least 9 foot.
No, I can touch it when I raise up.
Yeah, well, you're 6.5 feet tall, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not a 10-foot ceiling. I'd guess 7.5, maybe 8. Yeah. Yeah, I'm up north.
Yeah, but that shouldn't make any difference.
Well, down south they had higher ceilings. Lets the heat rise up.
A lot of but I've seen them, even old houses up north, where they still had the high ceilings, had the transoms above the doors, and for.
Yeah, those are bigger houses.
Oh, okay.
This is a little house.
I think mine is. My ceilings are probably 10 feet.
Yeah, hold on, I'm going to stand up. I do not think that these are, hold on. Yeah, it's got to be about 8. Because I can stand up and I can easily touch the ceiling. I can't not even touch the ceiling like, oh, I'm just scraping my fingers. No, I can, fist, make a fist and hold it up there and still touch the ceiling. So about 8 feet.
Well, I think mine are 10.
Yeah, 10's nice, but yeah, these are short ceilings. Yeah, not all the houses up here have 10-foot ceilings and above. Even the old ones.
My house that I lived in before, I lived just a block over, and it was a house about half the size of this, and it had maybe 9-foot ceilings,
Yeah.
but it was built in 24.
Yeah, our ceilings downstairs are higher. They're higher
Yeah.
downstairs.
Well, that house was just a single level.
So I think they got to be. Yeah, I don't think I can touch the ceiling downstairs. No, I know I can't, because we'd take the yardstick, we'd bang on the heat vent. There's a vent, the old vents. They holes just through the floor. It's a decorative hole. It's got a plate on either side and a tube that goes up through, and that would be our intercom system up to our youngest's room. We just rap on that with the yardstick. Peggy says, I have learned through the years that painting and plumbing projects never go as planned. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man. I was like, oh. Hey Peg, you see the picture? Oh, nose itches. The picture of the paint difference. I sort of missed a spot, and it's like, oh, that is too different of a shade for me to get away with.
Peggy,
like,
don't hire him to do your painting.
No, the painting's good. The painting's good. I just thought that it was going to blend in. A lot of times that'll happen with white. You paint over with the white, and then you missed a spot, so you just go around. It just blends in nice. Well, it wasn't the case with this one.
Gus said, just stop with all the foo-foo colors.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Where'd he say that? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, I guess. Okay, stop with all the frou-frou colors. Yeah, foo-foo. Hey, did you see the, yeah, you guys saw the video of the colors that it was before I started painting, so I'm amazed that with one coat it covered all that anyways. That's why I was thinking, okay, if it covered that and that was fine, then me doing touch-ups should be okay. And it wasn't. It wasn't. That's not a problem. Like I said, the show goes on, and now the show's going smooth. Again, I think it was just the system needed to be rebooted a couple times.
Yeah.
And the show isn't dependent on being in the new studio. But, I'm just so excited to get in there. Small room, but dedicated room, so that's good. I'll have my... over by the radiator, they'll have the whiskey barrel and my steamer trunk. Oh, it's a nice trunk. I refinished that when I was a kid.
You still have radiator heat?
No, just have the radiators.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, we went over that in the last show. Yeah, my furnace crapped out a few years ago, and actually it crapped out February or March. So we still had winter left. And we were running on space heaters like, holy shit. And since we had off-boiler hot water, no hot water. Gus says, no room anymore for kids. Shh. I'll leave it at that. But yeah. So the weight room, we'll have the weight room dedicated just to the weight room, and then the studio is to the studio. So yeah, you'll have the live stream and general video show stuff over in one section. Have the second, which will have the steamer trunk, bar stool height, black chair, and the whiskey barrel. So that's where I'll do my guitar videos and probably whiskey videos and stuff like that. That'll be over in that corner. I've got to see how it frames up. And then on the other side, where it has the closet, little itty bitty closet, is going to have like shelves and stuff. And that's generally, there'll be seldom, if ever, anything seen over there. So I'll have stuff, gear and stuff over there. Yeah, it'll work. It will work. And Gus and Sally will be coming over. Probably another week and a half or so. The missus wants them over on a Friday. I think she says a Friday. Pick a Friday. That way we can have dinner and then we can sit out by the fire. Because of course the sun's going down a lot earlier now. So Gus says we have 3 bedrooms open now. We need to fill them so we don't have room. Yeah, get rid of the furniture. Get rid of the furniture too. The youngest laughed and we're like, yeah, you're taking the bed. You're taking the bed. And so, yeah. So I have no idea. I have no idea what we're going to have for eats. Get some victuals. Maybe some cereal. Some shredded wheat. How's that sound, Gus? Some shredded wheat. Maybe some like Quaker oatmeal with some peaches and cream. Quaker oatmeal. It's fall. He's like, hell no. You're going to be pulling that. No, you can figure out. I don't know if they want steak and scallops, or they want, I don't know, stroganoff. I don't know. There's half a billion things you can have.
Oh, boy.
I guess let us know what he thought about that. No, was that the shredded wheat or was that the
was that the
oatmeal
steak?
with the?
Was that for the steak?
No, that couldn't have been for the steak and scallops. No, no. And that's just so easy, though. Steak and scallops is just so easy. It's easy. Some sautéed summer squash with it. Some fresh baked bread. Oh, the missus made a couple of the squash breads. The whatever the hell kind of squash it is. What the hell kind of squash is that? It was
God. There's all kinds of squash. Summer squash.
Was it butternut squash bread?
Butternut and buttercup and
yeah, let me see
I got sweet potatoes. I pulled my vines yesterday. I'm going to get out there and dig up my sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I posted up the recipe. There it is. It's butternut squash bread. It's a love child between zucchini bread and pumpkin bread. That's what it tastes like.
I like zucchini bread.
Yeah, if you like zucchini bread and you like pumpkin bread, pretty similar.
Oh yeah.
That's what the butternut squash bread is. So she baked up a couple of loaves of that today, and oh man, does it smell good. Thinking maybe throw some walnuts in it next time. It'd probably be good. Gus says oatmeal. So you want oatmeal? Is that what you're saying, Gus? Gus says he wants oatmeal.
That's what his blood's for.
Yeah, I know. Shh, stop it, Don. And do this to the missus all the time. Get it going.
He says he's on a clear liquid diet after midnight. Oh, must be.
Yeah, it's that time. It's that time again. Yeah.
Getting a scoping done.
That's right. Gus is going to be a porn star again. Peggy says, happy to see that Mrs. Cowboy is feeling great. She is feeling much, much better. She cool. Monitors her blood pressure and her heart rate and stuff like that. Well, I mean, she did most of that anyways. Not quite as often, but she did anyways before the heart attack. But she's doing great. This next week, she's going in for EKG again. So they should be able to tell her more what's going on. But she's been feeling great.
One of my favorite shows to watch, I don't even know if it's on anymore. It was on for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years or seasons. And it's called Dr. G. medical examiner. It's really, if you want to learn
I'm trying
anything,
to.
really.
That's a reality show, right? Or was that a like House, but
that
not
was just a regular
just a TV
show.
show?
Just
Okay.
yeah.
Gus says I'm going to ask for pictures this time. Pictures of what,
You're gonna,
Gus?
you're gonna put them on your refrigerator?
What pictures of what? What kind of pictures there? Oh, of his porn activity.
Yeah.
Oh, a little slow again. Sorry, it's late. Yeah. Say, hey, if I'm going to go through this shit, I want a freaking T-shirt. You know, they print the pictures on the T-shirts. So that's what I want. You know, people said I got my head up my ass. No, I got proof. No, it ain't there. No.
Yeah. I have proof.
Got proof.
No.
That's right. I got photographic evidence right here. Shit for brains. No. Number one, no shit up there, no brains up there. It's clear.
No shit anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Gus is on his clear liquid diet. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That's not right. It's like, oh, you must be over 50. Yeah. It's that time. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully you'll get a clean bill of health again. I'm not full of shit. That's right. I have proof. It's right there. I shit you not. I shit you not. You're my favorite turd. Oh, wow. Wonder how. Not too many people watching right now. Some have come back in. Oh, man. They just. Son of a mother. For shutting down like that. It's like, oh, my goodness.
Oh, well. We'll get over it.
Hey, I'm thinking about, I don't know, having a boob job or something like that. Get my participation count up. That's that whiskey cowboy guy, man. He's a TNA. He's a TNA guy now. Oh God. Yeah, react to that, motherfucker. Oh my goodness. But yeah, hey, the good thing is the sun is going down early. Most people hate that, but it's like, no, it's great if you like sitting out by a fire. It's good to have the sun go down early. No, don't necessarily want the cold, but the sun goes down, and you sit in the Frankenzebo.
Why do you call it Frankenzebo?
Oh, you don't recall why it's the Frankenzebo?
No, I must have missed that one.
Okay, Frankenzebo started. It was back, I think, a year or two into when we got this place, and we got one of those gazebos that you put in your backyard. They're just metal structured. Wind took it. Just go on. We replaced it with a nicer one, but still just metal structured.
Oh, okay.
And
you anchored it this time.
Yeah. There was more issues than that, but yeah. And this had nice corner soffit type construction. I'm like, okay, this is fine. Which you can still see on the Frankenzebo. Follow me here. And part of we lost the roof in the winter. It's like, imagine that. Yeah, we lost the roof. It caved in. So it's like, oh shit.
Does it not have a steep roof?
Yeah, but this is New Hampshire. I mean, it's steep, but it's not that steep.
Snow.
It's just a gazebo. It's just
Okay.
about like that. Oh, about like this. So then I lost again. I built some structure up, and I'd lost it during a windstorm, and my youngest had to run out. Well, it started to lift up and everything. We got it, whatever. So whatever. Over time, I just add more bracing. So now it's actually got a wooden frame around everything and cross members and the roof line. It's not, where the gazebos usually they're not just a peak with a ridge. They all join in the center from the corners. Well, this now has a ridge. It has a ridge, and it comes down, and it's got a tarp that goes up the side and over the top and down the other side, and it's fixed and it's fine. It's good and stout now. It's good and stout. It's the Frankenzebo. The only thing left from the original structure is the corner pieces of the gazebo, the decorative. They're just a corner piece. You can see through it. It's just a corner piece, and then it's got the 4x4 sitting in the middle of that. I could, if I wanted to, I could take that away because it's not needed, but it's like each whatever. But so that now you know why it's called the Frankenzebo.
Okay.
Like Frankenstein, the monster.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. But
right. So now you know why it's the Frankenzebo.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It works. It's fine, and it's got the lights on the inside, and the missus likes it. And we got the fire pit in the center, and it works. It does what it's supposed to do. This is not Kansas. No, this isn't Kansas. So no, the Frankenzebo is good and stout now. It's good and stout, but it doesn't have it's got a tarp. It goes up one side, up over the top, down the other, and then down to the other. And then we just added a tarp in the back this summer.
So you kind of got it enclosed.
Yeah, it's it's pretty much enclosed, except for the front side.
You got one of those, like those fire pit things that you can put on a deck or. Yeah,
and it's 3 tiles. They're the cement tiles. They're not a foot. They're like a foot and a half or something like that, square. Yeah. So it's 3 by 3. So there's 9 of them, and then the fire pit sits in the center of that. And then you sit in your chairs around it. Yeah.
Cool.
The smoke goes up and blows out through the top, the front and the back. Yeah. Does what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
One brace at a time. So yeah, that's the Frankenzebo. That's the Frankenzebo. We love that thing. So you can sit inside there and you're sheltered from the wind, and again the smoke can still get through, so that's fine. I thought about closing out the front, but it's a little more difficult closing out the front because that's where you want to come in and out. So it ain't closed up yet. Got the back going to the dogs area. We can raise the tarp from the ground up about 3.5 feet or so that the dog can see in when you're sitting at it if he's in the dog area. And then when he's not, you just drop it down. And that's that. This time of year, no bugs. That's right. No bugs. No, this is a good time for a fire because it's cold enough for a fire. And again, you're pretty much sheltered as long as the wind doesn't blow in from the front. You're sheltered in the gazebo. Yeah. What we usually do is we put one of those Duraflame logs. We'll put a Duraflame log in it, and then we'll just throw other stuff on top of it. By other stuff, I mean wood. So we throw more wood on top of that, but it keeps it going, and that's fine. Yeah. It's easy. Easy peasy. So Gus and Sally will get the pleasure of enjoying the Frankenzebo. Good. Yeah. Gus says smoke always finds him. Good. As long as it doesn't find me.
Yeah, no matter what side of the fire you move to.
Yeah, I'm good.
It'll find you.
Where my spot is, you got the missus's spot in the back corner. If you're facing into the gazebo, She's in the back left-hand corner. I'm the not quite front, right, left, left, front corner. I'm not on the corner. I'm back a little bit. And we got a table between us. That's where we put the whiskey and stuff. And then there's a table on the other side of her. And you got couple chairs. And you got the wood along the right-hand side. And you got the open front. Or if you've got more people, you can put chairs there. Yeah, it's cozy. Never know, it might snow. Stop it, Gus. We will have none of that shit right now.
Well, it looks like I guess we're in a El Nino now. We've been in a La Nino for quite a few years.
Keep that baby. It's all yours. We don't want it.
And you guys are supposed to
stop it. No, stop it.
Cold.
No. Well, cold is fine. No snow.
Well, it's supposed to be a wet year.
We still got. Stop it. No, actually, I don't mind snow. I really don't. As long as just snow, the good old snow, not this rain, slush, sleet.
Yeah.
With a little bit of snow in it. No, stop that. Good snow.
Yeah. When we lived up in North Dakota, it was, oh God, if you started out that way, in the first, it rained, slush, and freeze, it was that way all winter long then. I mean, it was like
we've had
ice.
How many years has this been? At least 3? I think 3 years of crap snow up here in New Hampshire. It was about 3, Gus.
Yeah,
no decent snow, just crap. Every snowstorm, just crap. Mixed crap. No, I just want nice snow. 9 feet tall, I don't care as long as it's just snow. But yeah, Gus has got to get me over there to Vermont again. Got to take his truck and get, at least 3, says Gus. Yeah. Been horrible. Year before last was really bad. This last year was not good. It was nasty, but the year before last was worst. But I got 2 big snow blowers over there. Mine's on its last leg. It's like, we need these other ones over here. Bring them up. Gus doesn't need a snowblower. Gus has got his tractors.
Yeah.
But I could use a new snowblower. So I got 2. 2 coming. Some more shelving units. I brought 2 over this weekend. Got them in the back of Zippy.
Had to laugh when I came down here. I had a 1982 Blazer, and I had a soft plug in it for up there. These people down here.
What'd you say? A soft plug?
The head bolt heaters.
Okay.
Where you can plug your car in.
Yeah, an engine heater.
Yeah, we call them soft plugs.
Oh, okay.
Or we call them head bolt heaters.
Yeah, we just call them
heaters.
engine heaters. Block
people
heater.
Would see my cord hanging out of the grill.
No, it'll keep it nice and warm.
Oh yeah, but down here, they don't have things like that.
No. No, up here you can. I mean, it's not even uncommon now. You can order them. You can just buy it with it. Where before people had to install them, and now you can just it's an option thing. It's already installed for you.
Yeah, they don't need it down here.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Zippy's car cover. That worked great. It's been working great.
Zippy's car cover.
Yeah, just a car cover because we don't have a garage. So if it's going to snow, I put the car cover on it. Then when it snows,
okay.
you just push the snow off. You're not scratching the paint. You're not getting hung up on things, and then you just take the car cover off afterwards. Leave it out in the sun. The rest of it melts off. And next storm, you get out there and you put the car cover back on. Gus says same thing. Yeah, you're talking about the engine block heater.
Yeah.
We got the lag there. The Lagosaurus Rex. Leaf blower works good. Oh, to blow off the snow. I got my son's leaf blower still.
Yeah, if it's not wet.
If it's not wet. Yeah, good
Yeah.
luck on this last shit. Oh my God. The last few years, leaf blower. What kind of snow can you blow in the last 3 years with a leaf blower there, Gus? You need a damn, flamethrower. There we go.
Flamethrower. There you go.
That's the way to do it. Get a flamethrower. Just make sure that Zippy's car cover is asbestos or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't work on freezing rain. There you go. You tell him, Laurel. You get that slushy crap and yeah. And my snowblower's just this. It wasn't powerful enough to really deal with slush.
No leaves.
No, not leaves. Slush. So this last year, for at least 2 years, I think this last year I didn't even start it up once. I just shoveled all by hand. Have a backpack blower. Backpack flamethrower. Right. Too much plastic. No, that's what I'm saying. You get a nice asbestos car cover.
Yeah, you melt your car.
Yeah, it is just be careful about the
have one headlight just kind of hanging off.
you just gotta keep that flame moving. not too much in one spot. You know what they need? They need a and I'm sure they have it. Can you imagine having a car cover, but have it like an electric blanket? All it's got to do is just be able to heat it up to like 33 or 34 degrees. The same way as they have the heated sidewalks and driveways and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Same kind of heat system.
Right.
Yeah. So
you have the car cover and you plug in your car cover and then the snow never melts on it. Oh, let me see whether they heated car cover. Not a heated seat. Heated car cover. Not a heated seat. No. Car cover, not seat cover. Heated seat. They do. Heated car cover.
5-star rated heated car
cover features integrated heating elements designed intended to prevent frost, snow, and ice from falling. Yeah, see?
Target and eBay. Oh yeah. Oh.
Now see that shit's cool. No, or that shit's warm. Okay, who's Gus says it's called a garage. Shut up, Gus. I don't have a garage. I haven't had a garage. Oh my goodness.
I have a garage, but the only time my car goes in it is if there's hail, if they've got hail in the forecast.
Yeah, I haven't had a garage up here. I didn't even have a garage down in my house in Oklahoma. Didn't have a garage. Oh,
yeah, I don't ever use mine. I've got a carport out front, covered.
Oh, a carport would be cool too. Yeah, that'd be fine.
And that's what I always use. I'm on like a lot and a half. I'm on a corner lot, so my garage, it's a 2-car garage, is facing the other street. But I don't ever use it unless we're going to get hail or like in the spring. When tornado season is around.
Yeah, I thought about maybe a carport off the back of the house. That'd be cool. That'd be neat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't have much property here. So it's the open space would be visually gone with so whatever. So we got Zippy a car cover. Gus has got himself a garage. You got one of those cement ponds, Gus? He goes, cement pond? What the hell are you talking about? A cement pond. You know, the rich people have it. When Jed
Yeah.
got his new house.
Yeah. Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, that's right. He got a cement pond in the back. Yeah. Oh. Last week I put it in there. We got a hailstorm. Now you're rubbing it in. So rubbing it in. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a bowl of H2O soup with some ice croutons in it for dinner. Hail that. I think we had much hail hit here. I think we heard it come down a little bit, but things blow by fast here.
Yeah.
We're in an odd.
We don't get a lot of hail in the end of the year. Usually in the spring.
Oh, like I've explained, I'm in a weird weather area. The weather usually skirts around. So. Yeah, I mean, I guess a little bit of snow might be. It wouldn't stick. It's too early for it to stick anyways. I have a nice fire in the Franken-Zebo with some snow coming down.
Frankenbow.
Man, my nose itches. Don't know why.
Want to get company?
I need some cocaine. No, not cocaine. Stop it. Oh my goodness. Okay, what other things in the news?
Oh God.
Oh, Cenk Uygur is. He's going to run for president. Look, he doesn't even qualify. He's trying to claim that he still does, even though he was born in Turkey from Turkish parents. It's like, dude, you can't. No, this court ruling here. It's like, no, that's not what the ruling was about. Stop it. So yeah, he ain't going anywhere.
I can't imagine.
Oh no. Be glad when some of the ads get out of there. I'm getting tired of Scott's ads. Like,
I'll be glad when they finally convince Biden to step aside. There ought to be about 15 Democrats step up to the plate, and that ought to be real exciting.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I don't know how that's going to play out. Don't know. And RFK running as an independent.
Yeah, he just went independent.
He shouldn't just stay. No, see, it's like stay in the damn party. Fix your party. Fix your party. I hate them running. No, fix your party. So it's going to be an interesting race. It ain't the end of the world. Ain't the end of the world. You know, you need to pay attention to your senators and congressmen. They're going to mean a whole lot more.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. President is shit.
Yeah, it does not work alone.
It's your Congress critters that cause all the problems.
We need a GoFundMe for major spine replacement surgery for the Republicans in office, because most of them ain't got a spine. They need to.
I generally vote Republican.
Generally, you say you were voting for General Lee?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, General Lee. Gus says, at least I can dream. I have a dream. I have a dream. Yeah. Freddy Krueger dreams.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you see that idiot? What's his name? Is he up from New Jersey? Uh, oh, the guy that was the shorts and the hoodie on all the time, the new
Oh, Fetterman.
congressman. Oh, Fetterman.
Yeah, there's a
God
Pennsylvania.
damn.
Yeah.
I was watching some I don't know, Colbert or somebody had him on as a guest, and he was up there talking about Congress and that we don't elect the finest.
Yeah, no shit. No shit.
I mean, coming
Yeah.
out of him, it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Miss the
Joe.
irony there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. We don't
our
elect the
brightest.
finest.
That's what
Yeah.
it was.
They were
We don't elect
they
our
elected a
brightest.
dead man. Was it Michigan? They elected a
Oh
dead
yeah,
man?
yeah.
It's like Jesus. It's like people never underestimate the stupid vote. People go, "Oh, Biden can't win." It's like, yeah, bullshit. There are so many people out there that just vote
Yes,
party line,
exactly.
whatever it is. They just vote down the line. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. They don't have a clue.
Right. So,
They don't have
which
a
is
clue.
also why our founding fathers were not keen on democracy. No, because both government has bad shit inherent in it, and so does the people.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
There's some people that shouldn't be voting.
No, the whole idea that everybody had the right to vote, no, it was never that way. It was never intended. We were never intended to have every person vote.
Well, I tell you, some of these people.
Oh, it's horrible. You're supposed to be household, head of a household, got to vote, and property owners. So a property owner with the head of a household. Those were about it. That's who they wanted to have votes. If you didn't own your property and you weren't the head of the household, yeah, I got no problem with that. I got no problem with it.
Personally, I don't either. I mean,
No, because it wasn't. It was democracies are simply consensus. It's mob rule. That's all it is.
mob rule. That's exactly.
And mobs are stupid.
Trouble is, last 10 years or so, 10, 15 years, it seems like the groups of 1 or 2%, like the gays and I mean, they just freaking have taken over.
Yeah. Well, see, politics is downwind of culture.
That's
And
culture.
yes, the left and these minority groups have been in control of culture
And emotions.
for 30
Culture and
years.
emotions.
And then politics follows that. That's why we're
There
starting
you
to
go.
see
Gus
stuff
has
now.
got a good idea.
Need to
Got to
pass
pass
the
a
test.
test to vote.
I got no problem with that.
I don't either.
I've often said you shouldn't have you vote in the primaries to get whoever you want in for whatever party. But
Yeah,
then
I'm a
when
ticket.
it comes time to actually vote, that should be a test too. Answer questions. And by what you answer the questions, it will be matched up to the candidate that best suits what you think about things. There you go. Because there's a lot on the left, they don't believe the hogwash that they say.
No, I don't think they do.
Because it used to be, and I've said this
They
before, man,
can't.
that left, right, and center all believed the same on the vast majority of issues. And it was only the fringe issues that they didn't agree on.
Yeah. Well,
Nowadays,
it's the fringe
it's
issues that
nowadays
have taken.
well, yeah, but they're insane.
Yeah. Well,
They're insane.
yeah.
And now whether it's the people don't believe it themselves. You know by street interviews when you actually talk to the people and you find out what they're a liberal and they've been Democrat their whole life and stuff like, and you start asking them about that. What do you think about this policy? What do you think about this policy? What do you think about this policy? And then when it affects them, it's like, no.
Well, that's another party that has just totally, totally changed. Liberals used to not be this way.
No, that's what I said. It used to be left, center, and right agreed on most things.
Right.
Then you just had fiscal issues and maybe a few social issues. Gus says at least they have the right mascot. Yeah, jackass.
Yeah, I always thought that. I always thought that was funny.
It's like, no. And their party shows Democrat. A Democrat. We're not a democracy. Their own party name
I guess
goes
they're
flies
just
in
trying to
opposition.
convince us of that. They keep spewing that.
Most people don't know the difference.
I don't think they do.
Don't know the difference between a democracy, a republic, and a constitutional republic, and they're not the same things. A republic can go just as far south as democracy, because it's all a republic is a representative democracy.
Right, exactly.
Now, a constitutional republic is a representative democracy, which is confined and constrained within the structure of a constitution. And that's the key, the Constitution. So, but here we are. Democracy. It's like you don't want democracy. You only want democracy when you either think that you have the majority, or that's usually when you think you have the majority. That's when you want democracy. Other than that, oh no, Constitution. Yeah, the Constitution protects everybody. Everybody.
Well, then they, when you brought that to their attention, about what a democracy actually was, then they'll say, oh, no. It's a social democracy. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, democratic socialism.
Yeah.
That's socialism with the will of the majority. That's all it means. And that's stupid. The people are stupid. People are stupid.
Well,
let's go back to Whig and Tory. Let's go back to duels.
There you go. Back to duels.
Let's go back to duels. Let's open up that tradition. Yeah. Crazy. Live in a crazy world. Bunch of buttercups running around, screaming and acting like they're something by the good graces and forbearance of their fellow man. Man. You wait. The wind is changing. You're going to be blown away. When I mean blown away, YouTube, I mean from the wind, not... The wind is going to blow you away. Crazy. We're starting to see it swing. Told folks.
Yeah, we are.
It's going to take a bit.
Yeah, we got
3 to 5 years.
months to go.
Yeah, but we got 3 to 5 years of fighting left before we can really get this ship turned back around.
Oh yeah.
But the people, the left is still screaming. But you go online and you look at things when they're talking about Dylan Mulvaney and they're talking about this and that and the NHL hockey and all this other crap. People are done with it. They're done with it.
Oh yeah, they are.
You've got vocal left that's screaming, acting as if it is, and you've got the media still trying to prop everything up. But you read all the comments and people are done with it. They're tired, and it's not just the right. It's not just the right. They want to go back. They want to see good movies. They want to see good, like a good old fart blown away. Stop it, Gus. He's got an anal fixation right now. I understand why. He's got some things coming up. He's coming up.
This one's for you, Gus.
Things going up. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Be nice, John. Be nice.
Yeah. I can't believe that the frickin' money they're spending. It's just frickin' unreal.
Yeah, but who are you talking about? You talking about the government, or who are you talking about?
Yes. Yeah.
Nothing new there, but oh my goodness.
Well, it's on steroids now.
I guess was it Jim Jordan's got pretty much he's got the lock in now. I think he's
No, only 19 of the are solidly behind him.
yeah, but you don't need solid. There's
I just
who
can't
else
believe
is
they
there?
freaking did that.
Did what?
Well, they should have looked ahead and saw
Ah,
that.
fuck that. Look ahead what?
Okay,
Look ahead what?
okay, they should have waited till after
Till after what?
this shutdown shit is over with.
You think it would have made a difference?
I think it would have,
I don't think it'd
because
make a
I think what the
snowball's chance in
Democrats are
hell.
going to
No.
do is they're going to absolutely vote against anyone that's chosen.
So?
And then they're going to turn around and blame the Republicans
Yeah.
when,
Same song.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, I could give a shit less whether the government
But
shuts
you do
down
know
or
that there's
what,
a speaker there, right? It's not a vacant seat. There's a speaker there.
There's a temp
Right.
speaker, but
Right.
I don't know.
So what's all different? You think things? The only thing that was going to be different is that McCarthy was going to play softball more.
Yeah. Well, that's what he was doing.
Gus says, but he has no power. McCarthy had no power. It's a figurehead. Well, just a negotiator. Just they go and they wrangle votes. That's what the speaker does.
Yeah.
Push agenda and wrangle votes. Well, McCarthy was working half in the bag for the D's anyways.
Well, yeah.
Right. So like I said, what do you think it would have been different? If they had left McCarthy in, you think that things would have been fundamentally different when it came?
No,
not
right,
really. That's what
really.
I'm saying. There's no good time to do it, and it's going to be the same song no matter who the speaker is, or even if it's a temporary speaker or a one that they all agreed on. It's fundamentally the same. It's games. I try to point this out too. It's like, when was last year that we didn't see this shit happening?
I know it.
It
It's
happens
like
every year.
exactly.
So,
And,
right. So when you
we
say,
need to
"Oh, they
get
could have
back
picked it," I can't believe they did that. Well, they got nothing to lose.
yeah, but I'm so sick and tired of this CR business. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Make a fucking budget on time.
Like I said, I wish that we, the American people, could install a rule that says that if you do not pass a budget on time, you're fired. Done.
Exactly.
Get out of there. Because that's only one of the 3 things that they have to do. Like, Jesus, it's one of the big things.
You've done it,
Gus.
You guys have done it now.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I can't.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to type this anymore. I'm going to jump in the Zoom room.
We must have said the magic words.
No, I always said, I don't believe that they did that. It's like they got nothing to lose. They look. If the Republicans were steamrolling, yeah, it'd be pretty stupid. But they're not. All of the great. Go back and listen to Gates. He lays it all out. A lot of the things
That's
that
true,
the
and I agree with
American people think that all sorts of good things were done, but it's like, no, it was smoke and mirrors.
Well, it always is. It
Right.
all
Well,
is, isn't it?
Right. Right. Except for when the Democrats are in charge and then they steamroll shit. That's how we got Obamacare.
Right.
But the Republicans need a damn backbone transplant.
Backbone.
And we got too many damn rhinos.
So can you
Oh,
hear me?
God.
I can hear you, Gus.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So what I was saying
is that you want oatmeal.
There was a lot of things that I kind of looked up the other day, and then it was explained to me.
Mm-hmm.
Was, you know how, like, right now you have the pro, he's just a temporary pro whatever speaker.
Pro se
Pro
speaker,
Tim.
yeah.
But he is just, he's in there to help facilitate to get a new speaker.
Yeah, he's a placeholder.
Right.
He can't. They are not even allowed to do any business
Right.
until a speaker gets in there. So they can't even. The only thing that Congress can vote on at this point in time, until they get a new one, is the Speaker of the House.
Right.
They can't pass legislation.
But that doesn't mean they can't do business. They're always doing business. That means they can't nail anything down. They can't do the votes. Right. What I'm saying is behind the scenes, nothing is stopped.
No, nothing is stopped because the Democrats are in their caucus.
Right.
And the Republicans are in their, can't remember the term that they call it, but there's two different terms for each different party. And I was kind of shocked about that. But one of the things that I didn't realize is if they go and throw, say they throw, now I can't even think of his name. Boy, I'm really getting good about this.
Jordan?
Jordan. If he goes in and they bring it to the floor,
mm-hmm.
See, they're supposed to do all of their wrangling outside, and then everybody's supposed to stick together.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't carry the necessary votes, then they're obligated to turn the speaker, the gavel, over to the Democrats.
Yeah, and I don't think that's right.
No, that's not right. But it's and here's what I say:
changed.
I don't give a shit. Because what's it going to change? Let's say you gave the gavel over there.
What it changes is the strategies, because what they do is they try to work a strategy not only for themselves,
mm-hmm.
but they're trying to work a strategy for the Senate, because the Senate, they push the Senate to do things, which the Congress has more power. I kind of had to get re-educated again that the Congress has more power than the Senate on the majority of the things that go on, but the Senate has its own set of powers that's over the Congress.
Right.
So, and I was kind of
right, and then you have votes,
Right.
Like I said,
and so,
what does it matter who has the gavel? Does it change the votes?
It can change.
It can.
Cannot change the vote.
It can change.
Cannot change the vote. Cannot change the vote because all they can do is push agendas and promise things.
Right.
But they can't change the vote.
Works well
with
persuading. The Senate.
Right, but that doesn't. Right, but that doesn't. Who has the gavel does not change the vote.
But they have the ability to talk to whoever they want.
Yes,
something.
And they can still do that now. You do not have to be the Speaker of the House to get right. What I'm saying is, it's a lot of it show. There's a figurehead. But if the people look, if the Democrats get the gavel, they can't suddenly get everything they want because it doesn't change the vote. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't change the vote. What changes the vote is number one, how big the parties are, how many members are in each of the parties, and then whether or not they stick together. That's what changes the vote, not who has the gavel. That's what I'm saying. If everybody's focusing on who has the gavel, I don't give a shit who has the gavel. I care about the policies and what's going on.
It's just the advantage is what it promotes.
Well, just like
they're behind the wheel. But they don't dictate where the car is going. All they can do is, again, look at McCarthy. What the hell did he actually do? There's a few things that, not a whole lot. There's a few things that were PR at most, where people thought, oh, look, he did this and he did this, and it's like, but it didn't do what you think it did.
No.
That's why I'm saying it doesn't chase. Give it to the Democrats. I don't care. It doesn't change the vote.
Yeah.
But what it does do is it gives somebody to bitch about.
Personally, I think they should have an outsider that
Well,
is not in either
They
party.
can.
Yes. And that's why they were talking about Trump doing it.
But Trump will
Well,
never.
Trump ain't gonna do
Trump
it
ain't going to do
because
it. No, he couldn't
there's
get the
no way
votes
he-
anyways.
Right.
Trump couldn't get the votes. But
no.
let's say he could get the votes. He's got 4 major lawsuits, criminal
Yeah, but-
lawsuits that he's dealing with right now,
But if
and
they-
he's running for president. He's not
if they
going to be
got
the speaker.
somebody from the outside that knows how it goes. Somebody like, I'm not saying Newt, but somebody like Newt Gingrich, or somebody
Yeah, well,
that's
his
not
cards
in
played.
the,
Yeah.
not somebody that's in Congress, not a sitting member of Congress.
His name was thrown into the mix.
Yeah, but
really?
he can't get his cards played. He's Newt,
But, I
Newt
mean,
would
they
not
need
get
an
get the
outsider.
position. I'll be the damn Speaker of the House.
There you go.
Oh, God help us.
Yeah, well, no shit. Get up there, Indiana Jones style with the bullwhip. Like, yeah, let's get some shit done.
God, another
But see, yeah, I mean, it's Fetterman. You did not. Did you say Fetterman?
Said Fetterman.
Oh, Donna.
Donna,
Huh?
you're
Uh-oh, am I going to get cut
Did
off
she say
here?
that? Did she say another Fetterman?
I'm just
Isn't that what she
fucking
said?
around. Don't-
You were
don't
comparing
take
me to
serious.
Fetterman?
Oh, my gosh.
Am I going to get cut off?
Oh. No, we'll just let that one set. Anyone who
Okay.
thinks that I'm anywhere close to Fetterman.
Yeah. Just shit pops in your head and then you say it and then God knows shit happens.
No. Shit pops into your head and you say it. And you
That's what I said.
Yeah, no, you said shit pops into your
Whatever,
head.
okay,
You
what
should
I
have said
meant
my
was-
head. Yeah.
Okay, my head, whatever.
Next you'll be calling me a diva again.
It's always been a downfall for me.
Oh, yeah. Donna.
Yeah.
Pull that shit
Wow.
in. No.
right,
I
let's
couldn't
get off
handle
of this.
I couldn't handle politics, but yeah, it's
Oh God, I would.
because
that's
it's
the
just
last
they're
place
just
I'd wanna be.
it's the guy wearing the top hat and 3-ring circus. That's what I'm saying. The votes don't change. I mean, if you had a really good deal maker, you could sway votes. But you're not
Right.
going to get that. You're really not going to get that either with a Democrat or a Republican from within their own. It's just
right.
politics, in my opinion, especially in D.C., is broken. It's broken.
Yeah.
So that's. I wasn't trying to come down on you, Gus, but it's like the votes. It's all PR bullshit now. It's all games. The votes aren't going to change. The Democrats are scheming. Well, shit, the freaking Pelosi was scheming against the hell, they just booted him out. Freaking what's that? McCarthy. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She told
well, that
McCarthy,
goes on
"Oh, don't worry about it. We got your back. Just let him do
yeah.
it. This is just a stunt. We got your back." And what they do? They all voted him out too. So again, it's a pit of vipers. It's a
Yep.
pit of vipers, and
And they don't listen.
right. It doesn't
what the-
matter. It doesn't
their
matter who's got the gavel.
constituents want. They don't.
He
Because
with the
you look at-
gavel has the voice. That's what it is. It's a PR move. Whoever has the gavel, like, can you imagine Jim Jordan? Or it'd be funny if it was somebody like
I'm not going to say it.
Peggy says, "I'm calling it a day. Good night, all." Hey, thanks for stopping in, Peggy.
Night, Peg.
Gates.
Oh,
Matt Gates.
Yeah. Can you imagine him as the speaker? Now, he doesn't want the
No.
job, but it's the voice. It's the voice. So you can, as the speaker, you can say shit and you can get up and you can go to the press and you can do stuff. I'm doing this and they don't want to do that. But you have the voice. So it's a PR tool. But all the wrangling's done behind the scenes. God, I wish it was as easy as whatever party holds the gavel has control. But we're not in those days anymore.
Ringleader. She got a lot of people to do things that she wanted, and
yeah,
that's pretty nasty. I don't want that kind of a shit show again.
No, but it's again, and it's broken in D.C. It's broken. You can't get shit done just because the Republicans have got the gavel.
It would be all well and good if all the Republicans stuck together.
Yeah, right, but they don't.
They don't.
They don't. So again, it's broken.
The Democrats stick together, whether it's right or wrong.
Right.
If they do the wrong thing, they all vote wrong.
Right.
They just follow it. They follow orders.
Right.
They're like Nazis.
Because they're worried about their jobs.
Right.
They've got their job. They want to keep their job. They play for the team. That's all it is. And half the problem with the Republicans is they're playing on the wrong damn team to begin with.
Yeah. Well, did you see where? And this, you got to look at the picture of what I'm about to tell you.
Go ahead.
Schumer.
Mm-hmm. Chuck you, Schumer.
Yeah.
Romney.
And
oh God, Romney. There's another one.
Republican, I can't remember his name, and two other Democrats. Right now they're stuck in Israel because
they're sheltering.
They're shelter in place because Tel Aviv is getting bombed right now. So think about that one.
Well,
did anybody know they were going over there?
Yeah, what I think about it is you're a freaking moron for going over there.
Yeah.
Stop it.
You
don't need to just jump in the fire. Stop it.
Yeah, well, Sally just said, did anybody know they were going over there?
I'm sure some people had to
have an itinerary and
right, but was it publicly made?
But
I don't think most of it was made public.
Yeah.
Right.
And they shouldn't be anyways because they do not represent the United States.
Well,
they represent their freaking constituency is who they represent.
According to what their thoughts are, as they went over to show their support for Israel and that the United States will be backing them 100%.
It's not. Yeah, that's not their job. That's what you have ambassadors for.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, if you're a congressman or a senator, then you keep your ass in the United States because you represent your constituency. Ambassadors represent the United States abroad. Well, you want to make your public statements, make your public statements. That's fine and well. But keep your ass in the United States.
Although I really wouldn't mind having a bomb drop on them and then having...
Yes. Don't stay. Don't.
I wouldn't.
Make those
I
statements.
Shouldn't say that. But.
No, you shouldn't make those statements.
As we wake up in the morning and there's a new headline. Gus is like, "Oh, look what I did."
Yeah.
Gus Swenson.
They need to they need to stay in the again. That's what we have ambassadors for, to represent the United States outside the United States. These senators and we've seen governors play that same bullshit too. It's like you're a governor, you represent your state. You're a senator and a congressman. You represent, your constituency within your state. That's what your job is.
Well, you see where DeSantis is sending planes over to evacuate the U.S. citizens that are over there.
Yeah, there was.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah,
there was somebody else that did that. Was it someone from?
It was Biden. It was 2 days. Biden decided to do that 2 days.
Yeah, but there's a civilian that was sending over some planes too.
Yeah,
I can't remember who it
there's
was.
A congressman that's over there right now, and he's shuttling people back and forth. Yeah. A Republican congressman.
You know,
I don't remember.
What gets me is the fact that Egypt or Jordan or Syria is not taking those people in. They don't want those people.
No, they don't want those people.
No.
The Arab communities, there's like 20 some odd Arab states, and none of them want them.
No, of course not. Because they're psychopathic maniacs is what they are. This has nothing to do with, a land dispute. It has nothing to do with a land dispute. It has to do with a hatred for Jews.
Yeah, exactly.
The Jews were cutting off their power and their water.
Oh, God.
You mean the power and the water that they'd been giving them for years for free?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't their water to begin
given
with.
A state, more or less, that has
all
along
compromise, no deals, nothing. They had been offered deal after deal. The two-state thing that's been offered at least twice officially on the table, and they said no, and they walked away.
Right, but you look at Gaza, and Gaza has got that same coastline that Israel does, and all this time that they have had this land, they could have built their own ports. They could have improved and done their own industries or whatever within Gaza. But they've never done that.
No,
they
haven't.
Never. It's like they've played the victims all the time they've been there.
And there's never been a dispute. There has never been a dispute about ownership of what is now called Palestine.
It's not Palestine. There never was a state of Palestine.
No, there was never a state of Palestine. There was a region called Palestine by the Romans because it's a derivative of the Philistine.
Right, but if you
named it that to fuck with the Jews.
Right.
That's it. But there's never been a state of self-rule in the area called Palestine.
There were Philistines.
Right.
They were not Palestinians. They were Philistines.
Right. It's a derivative.
And that word in itself means invader. And they had been wiped off the face of the earth pretty much. I don't think there's anybody of Philistine.
The Philistines, no.
And I think that's where they got this, because the so-called Palestinians came out of Egypt. What the heck was it? Originally,
yeah, you're looking
they came
more
up out of Egypt.
Jordan, Syria,
Egypt.
They were all the rejects of all the.
Right. Well.
Yeah, I think Egypt was to the east, I believe.
Yeah,
and they came from the west.
Right. Egypt is on the other side of Israel.
Right.
Right.
You've got Jordan,
Israel,
which the Israelis gave back. they took all of Jordan, and they gave it back. But yeah, the Palestinians, the people from Palestine, were from
they were originally out of Egypt.
No, I don't think so. Egypt's to the east. They came from the west. Jordan, Iran, Syria,
Lebanon.
Yeah, let's see here. Egypt is to the east. They came from the west.
It's been fucked up over there from day one.
Oh yeah. And the Muslims say that it was, it's Muslim territory. No, the Muslims weren't even around until after 600 A.D., for crying out loud.
Right, exactly.
And the Israelites were there for thousands of years before that.
Before that, right.
Yeah, okay, so you've got, the Egypt, Cairo, there's Israel, Jerusalem. Let's pull this up on the map right here. There we go. So
a lot of them had different time.
There was something that was called
Jordan,
Jewish
Lebanon,
diaspora.
Iraq.
there was something that was called Jewish diaspora, or another word would be exile, back in the biblical days.
Yes, but not all of the Jews actually left the area.
Right.
There's never been a period of time since the Jews originally settled in that area that did not have a Jewish population there.
Right.
Yeah, so you've got
However,
Israel, Syria, Jordan, Iraq.
Most all of the Jews did leave the area, and they went into Europe.
They were kicked out.
They were kicked out.
They were taken over
in the Mediterranean.
time
Right,
and time again.
but not all of them. And I say that because it's a point of there's never been a time where there was no Jews there. They were just became a very small portion of the population in the area.
The Assyrians exiled them. They expelled them. And then they dispersed. And then like some of them came back or whatever. And then they had like the Sumerians. They fought them again and expelled them. You know, Babylonians, or I don't know what you would call them. But yeah, they've been kicked out and come back many times. But that was like 500 years before Christ, or 600 years before, you know what I'm saying?
They have a very long history in the area.
They have a very long history there.
And well before.
Palestinians did not even come to being until like 1917.
As an official political entity.
Yeah, as an entity.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, the area has been ruled over by Syria, by Egypt. Controlled that area for a while. Nobody gave two shits about who was in control of that area until the Jews were in control of that area once again.
Yeah.
So it's not this gee, you know, if the Jews were just nice. No. No.
Yeah.
And there's no easy way out. There's no easy way. All they have to do is they're just trying to mitigate. The only way that you will stop the violence in that area is if the rest of the Arabs in the surrounding area stop supporting the terrorist organizations within Palestine.
That'll never happen.
Right. It was getting close.
Right.
It was getting close. Why do you think this is a flare-up? I mean, you look at what happened since the Abraham Accords.
Yeah.
Accords. Yeah.
That was the biggest step out there, and now it's all crumbling. And Israel is between a rock and a hard spot because they can't do nothing. Yet if they overreact, it's going to flare up the Arabs again. So it's like, well, what the hell do? You have to fight this problem outside of the West Bank. Because without the funds coming in, they can't do anything.
Do you know that? Well, I'm pretty sure it's about the size of Israel is about the size of New Hampshire or Vermont.
That's pretty small.
Yeah, it's small. It's only 232 miles long. I don't know how wide it is, but and there's how many people that live there? What was it?
7 million? Is it
7 million people?
I don't know if it's
something
that high.
Yeah, and I think 20% is
about
Arab.
7 million or something like that.
I'll find
But
out.
the other thing that really bothers me is there's a lot of Palestinians that are in the Jewish community. In other words, they are actually have rank in there. They're in the military. They're in.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Arabs in general.
In general,
Yeah.
yes.
It's 9.3 million people in Israel.
Oh, is it that high?
Yeah.
Yep, 9.3.
So, and then you figure you look like New Hampshire, which is, you know, something about the same size. We don't even have 1 million people who live here.
Right. And yeah, and like I said, there's I think it's something like 20% of the population in Israel. Not talking about the West Bank, in Israel,
Right.
are Arab, and they're like I said, they're in the military, they're in politics. An Arab runs one of the biggest banks in Israel. They've got judges and they sit in government. So this whole idea it's Israel's an apartheid state. No, it's not.
No.
It's not an apartheid state. What the problem is they are dealing with the West Bank, and the West Bank is not run by Israel.
No.
So yes, there is checks going across the border between the two to try to eliminate the terrorists. And yes, do the Israelis torture quote unquote suspected terrorists? No, they torture terrorists. So, bad Israel. I tell you what would we do? What would we do? Take any state in the United States the size of Israel, put it either up on the Canadian border or the Mexican border, and have the drug cartels do what the quote unquote Palestinians are doing, or some rogue faction in Canada doing it. What do you think we would do?
Yeah.
Really?
So it's before people that cast aspersions on what Israel did, and they're so terrible. It's like only by not looking at the entire picture,
Right.
history, and what's actually going on can you actually think that Israel is wrong in this. That does not, and I've said this on the last show, that does not mean that I approve of everything that Israel has done, and they've never done bad things. But name one fucking group on the face of this planet that has.
You're right.
You know? They're not, they're killing children. Yeah, the only reason why the Israelis are killing children is because they're being used as shields by the terrorist organizations.
Right.
They're not targeting children.
No.
They even warn, we're going to take out this building. Why? Because you fuckers used it to launch rockets. So we're going to take out the building. No, we're not leaving. You know, there's kids here. I'm telling you, we're going to, 3:00 this afternoon, we're taking out the building. Get everybody out of it. And then they refuse to leave. The building gets demolished. Israel is blamed for killing children. Did Israel really? No. You were given the chance to get these out. That's not the same thing as what Hamas is doing.
No.
Which
And
is
yet they
targeting
neglect-
children and targeting civilians.
And yet they overlook the part that Egypt, that controls the Rafah border, the border of Gaza and Egypt, they overlook that.
Yeah, and it's in Egypt's best interest to just keep funneling stuff in there, because if they keep the quote unquote Palestinians and Hamas in there, then they don't have to deal with them.
Well, they don't want to go there because they don't want the Hamas in their territory.
Right.
No.
Well, that's what I just said.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah. Feed the dog
but
where
you've
it's
got
at.
all these, you've got all these news outlets and everybody else that's talking about Israel lobbing missiles and whatnot
Well,
toward the southern border, the Egyptian border of Gaza. And I don't think that's what it is at all. I
No.
think it's Hamas.
No,
course it is.
and yeah, and what they were doing, and the Israelis actually warned the people in the West Bank, this is where we're going to shoot. Get out of it and go to the south. And
they said that in
and Hamas
Gaza,
told
not in-
them, do not go. They're trying to stop the people from going in the south. And I do believe, yes, that a lot of the shit that's happening is from Hamas themselves.
Yes.
They're targeting the people that are trying to leave.
Right.
Right.
The video that they show, if you really look at it, and John, you know what I'm talking about. If you take, like, say, a bomb, for lack of better terms, a homemade bomb,
Mhm.
but you take a high explosive bomb and you look at the video, you know as well as I do the impact from a military high explosive bomb, what it does, the shock wave and everything else that comes from it.
Mhm.
It destroys, quite a bit of stuff. These little ones that they're using to, like they run the car into a bunch of people fleeing and they blow it up, a suicide bomber, it shows that the difference between the two explosions.
Right.
And people don't understand that. They just look at, oh, it's a bomb, boom. So,
And
it's
they
coming.
immediately blame Israel.
Yeah, and
I don't
Israel
think it's
is
Israel.
Israel
It's Hamas.
has
It's-
no logical reason to shoot at fleeing civilians.
No,
They're already fighting a PR nightmare as it is. You know,
Yeah.
that's why they
Right.
have been so restrained on everything that they do. Oh, but they cause more damage. Yes, they do, because they've got an army, but they don't cause as much damage as they could.
hell, they got enough nuclear weapons to take Iran right off the face
Yeah,
of
they
the
could.
earth.
They're not gonna do it. But
They're not going to
yeah.
do it, but you get my point.
Yeah.
I mean, they have so much stuff that they
Right. You go, oh, they're doing such mean things. It's like, really? Really? Like Gus just said, they've got so much stuff. It's like somebody, like, you got yeah.
Well, the way that I attribute it, that people talk about all this stuff, and well, you look at, and I'm just going to use this, and you and I have talked about this before, but when in World War II, when the United States dropped the nuclear bombs,
Mhm.
they killed 80,000 people with a nuclear bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and they did target a city,
Sure.
and they did it for a reason.
Yeah.
But like you said, for months before that, they were firebombing
Yeah.
Japan.
Oh, they
The
firebombed freaking Europe. I mean, firebombs cause far more damage than the bombs
Far more.
did.
And that's the thing is, here they are talking about Israel killing, even, and I'm not saying this is not right, but I'm just saying if they kill 20 children, well, then you're going to throw a stone. Well, what about throwing a stone at the United States for doing what they did?
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
yeah. I mean, I don't care. I think everybody was doing fine. But what I go is, it's not the fact that 20 children were killed.
right.
It's why. What's the circumstances? If 20 children are killed because you targeted women and children, that's bad. If
That's
20
bad.
if
But
20
that's not
children
what's
were
happening.
right, if you killed 20 children because you were targeting the terrorists and the terrorists were using the children as a shield,
as pawns. Hmm.
Right.
it means something totally different. It's not just whether or not 20 children were killed.
Correct.
And that's what Hamas does. Is they hide behind women and children. They
Yeah,
care
they're human
they care
shields.
more about their hatred for Israel than they care about the love for their women and children.
Right.
That's evil.
More than evil.
So yeah, if 20 children get killed in a justifiable defensive action by Israel, that's not the same as Israel targeting 20 children. Hamas targets innocent civilians. They
Oh, yeah.
indiscriminately lob missiles just into Israel. The fact that Israel, their Iron Dome is just amazing. For them to have been able to stop as many missiles as they did is a miracle.
Right.
And it's really for those that's unfamiliar with it, it's basically they're bullets shooting bullets out of the air, and these missiles, the bullets, also calculate, and the radar systems calculate the incoming missiles, whether it's going to land in a populated area or not, and it chooses not attack because they've only got limited resources to attack the ones that are going to either land out at sea or land in the desert or land out between population areas, and they choose not to target them. It's in the shit happens like that. Yeah. Because they have only got, I think they say, got 90 seconds from the time that a missile is shot into them until it lands. 90 seconds. That's a minute and a half.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Punch in a minute and a half on your microwave and see how long it really is.
Yeah. And their Iron Dome system takes all into that account. Calculates the good from the important from the less important, takes them out. It's just it's amazing. So again, like they've got how much the slap is hurting those in the West Bank, yes, but they could come down with a boot and a fist, and they're choosing to just slap you.
Right.
Stop it. So, yeah. Israel, there's a no-win situation. There's a no-win situation. Damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Right.
And it's the whole idea of if they to the river, to the sea. They just want to rid first Israel of Jews, and they won't stop there. You think that people that these fanatical Islamists would stop if Israel as a nation was to go away?
No.
I can't imagine. Just try to imagine if the Israel was not there and it was an Arab territory or Middle Eastern. Yeah, I can't imagine that.
They're worse than Hitler ever thought of being.
Yeah.
Yeah, their hatred is it's beyond pathological. And then these lies being told about Israel, these lies being told about the history of the area. It's like, stop it. American apologetics. I was watching some fucking jackass on what the fuck's his name? Tim Pool show. And he was talking about how the Israelis did this and the Israelis did that, and it's like, you're lying.
Yeah.
They say that they're hiding behind women and children. So isn't that the same thing as sitting in a diner, and the generals are sitting in a diner and you can't take them out? It's like, no. The difference is that when the Israelis go to take out the enemy, they tell them ahead of time, and they say, get away from these women and children. Get the women and children out. And they refuse to. That's hiding behind women and children. We're not talking about just indiscreet. Oh, they took them out in a diner setting and they just happen to have collateral. No. What Hamas does is they specifically set up their shit amongst women and children, so that if you fight back, you're made to look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not the same as taking out a high-ranking military enemy of either side, and they happen to be eating at a cafe. No, it's not it at all. It's not it at all. You're firing rockets from civilian buildings, from schools, from mosques, from all these areas that you're not supposed to be doing it. And then when we say, we, as in the Israelis, say, we're now going to take out that building, you refuse to leave. Oh, they're
immoral.
They're kicking people out of their homes. Now I already talked about it on Latin. No, what it was is the people didn't have title to the homes. They did not have they didn't have the deeds. It wasn't their homes. It belonged to somebody else, and they weren't paying for it. The people who own those houses wanted to build apartment complexes where those houses were. Oh, so use that as an excuse to then riot again and throw more shit? It's like, no.
If they don't wipe them out completely, and I mean frickin' wipe them out completely, they'll just be back at it
right, but they
again.
can't do that, because if they wipe them out completely, that gives the rest of the Arabs the excuse they need to throw their hat in the ring.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a, like I said, the only way that you can solve this is by taking care of all of the Arab support around, which was starting to crumble. Now it's back. Now it's turned. The heat's turned back up again.
Yeah.
It's not just Hamas. It's not just the Palestinians.
Right.
It's they're being supported by the Arabs in the area.
They're being used.
Well, there's plenty of being used in both directions.
Right, I
know,
but I don't mean
because
that in a
Hamas,
way.
they know that if there's peace with Israel, they've got no excuse to murder people. You can't have that.
Exactly. Yeah, and they were really, the Saudis and Israel's was
starting to get along.
Right.
Yep.
And they were just getting too close, I think, for them to let that happen.
Oh, and democracy. It's like, yeah, when was the last time that they held an election in the West Bank?
They never have, I don't think.
No, they did once.
Oh, well, yeah.
And they elected Hamas.
Right.
And then all elections ended.
They did that because the PLA or whatever
PLO.
it is. That
PLO.
Palestinian Authority, whatever.
PLO. You had it right the first time. PLO.
Okay. Oh, okay. They were so sick and tired of how they were treating the people. And I guess they thought that this Hamas was going to be better, Turned out,
and they're more
worse.
hardline than the PLO was.
Right.
Yes, Arafat.
Yeah, but he was doing the dance anyways, and he was no friend to freaking Israel.
No.
But he was trying to do a dance, and he walked away. He walked away from deals.
Yeah.
And then they do, they elect Hamas. And then no more elections. Again, it's an apartheid state. No, it's not, because Israel does not control the West Bank.
An open air prison.
Open air prison. God damn. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well,
if it is, then look to Hamas. Look to your leaders. Because it ain't the Israelis that were doing shit.
In 2005, when Israel moved all the Israelites out of Gaza and gave it to the Palestinians, for 2 years between 2005 and 2007, they worked together. The Palestinians out of Gaza were able to leave Gaza, go to into Israel and work, and they were working, and it was
But
working.
you can't have that.
Until 2007 when Hamas took
Yeah,
over.
you can't have that.
Oh, exactly.
Right, you
They
can't have
couldn't
that.
Well, then
Ain't
they
got no time
started-
for that.
They started
Yeah.
lobbing missiles and shit into Israel. Well,
Right.
Israel put up a fucking fence,
Right.
and they said, okay, no more. You can't come in and out, like you used to, because you don't know who it is.
Right.
You don't have a clue as to
Right.
who's coming and going.
Right.
Huh. What does that sound like?
Yeah, doesn't that sound familiar?
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Free Palestine. No, fuck you. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can discuss and talk all this,
Yeah.
but
It's my bedtime.
Yeah. As well, it's like you notice I don't post up on the Facebook page.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's rolling along.
You're
Save
not
it. Save it for the show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, too many knuckleheads out there.
Yeah.
I don't get too worked up over it
I don't either.
because there's a lot of other shit
Personally,
going
I
on. It's like it's helping. Israel isn't the only thing. Hey, when was the last time you heard about freaking Ukraine? Isn't that
Yeah,
funny how that
right.
shit just fucking disappeared all of a sudden?
Or at the border.
Yeah. It's like, oh, now everything's Israel. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not.
I've Google stuff or look up stuff about what's going on at the border
Mhm.
or what's going on with Ukraine since this has all started, just to see if I can glean anything that's going on.
And
Yeah.
there's the only thing he's doing over in Ukraine is begging because he knows that he's losing all of his support
Right.
now.
Yeah.
And
Because what the fuck? He's probably going, what the fuck are you doing in Israel? Stop it. Hey, look at me. It's supposed to be about me. Yeah.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's flipping out because everybody's getting sick of his shit too. And it's like, yeah, and I think that's what Putin's been banking on, is that he's just going to lose his spotlight, and then it's going to be the end.
Should have been the end. Should have been the end right near the beginning. And I try to tell people too is let's see here. I got here. Oh, Judy. Hey, Judy. That's all I do is lie. Hey, sorry about that. Your screen was covered up. Yeah, that people forget that it was what, 2.5 years ago? The last time shit flared up in Israel.
Yeah.
And shit happens it happens like clockwork. So to think, oh, it's automatically going to be World War III. Yeah,
No.
probably not. There has to be a lot of shit that happens. Was this more than what happened the last time? Yeah. Substantially more. I'd say the response and everything, yeah, it was more, but they're going to run out. They're going to run out of supplies, run out of ammunition. That's why I say I have no problem with the U.S. funneling ammo to Israel.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that. No boots on the ground, but from what I hear, we do.
Yeah.
There's the last I heard was there was some special forces units over there. I'm against that. No. But give them what they need. Help them rearm the Iron Dome. So I got no problems with things like that. But
did you see the what was that plant down south that they just canceled all civilian contracts?
for
Yeah.
the
So now
ammunition.
everybody's going into the military and heading over to Israel.
Yeah. There's talk out there this is going to cause another shortage and stuff that I don't.
Oh,
It's going to be a slight downturn, I think, but I don't think it's going to be anything major.
what it's going to do is it's going to put everybody into panic mode.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, right.
the
That's
media-
what it does. It's panic buying that's going to cause the problem, not that there's
Right.
any real shortage of ammunition.
Correct.
Because, like I said, look, if you're not set now, if you weren't set a month ago,
Yeah.
there's no amount of ammunition that you're going to buy now that's going to make you set. So
No.
stop it.
Nope. That's what I laugh about it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, go ahead and do it. Go ahead. The same thing with toilet paper and all that other shit. It's like, stop it.
Oh God,
Stop
yeah.
it. Panic buying doesn't help anybody. And at least of all the people that are panic buying, they didn't get helped. Again, if you need all the ammo, what are you going to use the ammo for? What are you going to use it for?
Nothing.
Nothing. You should have the average person out there, even if they're one of these LARPing prepper dudes, they should have their standard backload and they should have their practice ammo. Nothing should have changed.
Right.
Should have been the same shit 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Nothing should have changed. Because nothing has changed. What freaking... Look, I point out too, where were all these people when all the cities were burning?
Yeah.
And they were all, we gotta change our loadout for that too, and we gotta stock up for ammo for that too. How many rounds did you fire? Really, how many rounds did you fire when cities were burning? None. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Nobody's fired a single round.
Yeah. Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, I sat through 3 days, the whole entire thing, and it's amazing. That whole thing, it was just totally amazing how people can think the way they do.
Oh yeah.
You can tell that they have not seen day one of any of that
No.
court hearing. I mean,
Well, no, but it's just people in general. I get tired of people from the righteous right. These LARPing preppers and doomsday people.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, stop it. You had your chance. How about this? January 6th, and the left wants to go, they were trying to take over without a single gun. Really?
Yeah.
Do you know how much ammunition? Do you know how many rifles and actual military grade equipment is in the hands of the right? And they did nothing. Cities were burning and they did nothing. They did nothing. And now they're doing the same thing. Oh, we got to check our loadouts. We got to make sure that we got all this ammo. You didn't do shit before. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Well, what'd you do, John? I didn't do a damn thing. Why? Because my communities were not going up in flame. I'm not going to leave the safety of my community to go to some other liberal bastion. Let them burn their own shit. And if they keep it in their own cities, fine by me. And then don't give them a damn red cent.
Right.
You did that shit. But I'm honest about it. I didn't sit back and preach, doom and gloom and let's go out there and we're going to change it. We're going to take over this country. I didn't say that. I said, ain't shit going to happen. Ain't shit going to happen. You're just going to play it being this Billy badass, got this paramilitary equipment. Oh, but I'm a veteran. Yeah, so was I, motherfucker. But I know what the truth is. And you're not doing shit. You're playing at it. Wish the hell they would. No, you don't. And again, you already got enough ammo. You can never have too much ammo. While I would agree with that, it doesn't mean that now is an emergency. Because again, if you weren't ready for this shit a month ago, you're not going to be ready for it now. Plus, what the hell are you going to do? Really, what the hell are you going to do? Oh, terrorists are going to attack the United States. Okay, fair enough. Let's go with that. What are you going to do? Are they going to attack you? Probably not. They're going to attack defenseless urban areas Oh, so so get out of the cities. You should have been out of the cities 4 fucking years ago before the riots. What are you still doing in the city?
Right.
See, you've gone over this before. So it's just a bunch of alarmism and wish they would have and wish they would, and it's like, no, you don't. You're just all playing. You're playing at it. Just like, oh, bush survival skills. I did this shit too. Go on a video, and somebody's, yeah, I'm going to make all this bushcraft stuff, and it's like, you do know that the overland community just makes this shit anyways. You can go and buy this. You don't need to utilize this shit tool over here to do something spectacular that it wasn't meant to do because you've got these great bush survival skills. The overland community's got everything already made. Stop it. Stop it. You don't live in 1880s frontier, 1840s frontier. You live in Idaho, you live in Iowa, you live in Pennsylvania, you live in upstate New York. Shut the fuck up. Bushcraft skills. Jesus, they got fucking equipment that does all that shit. On the average day, when I leave the house, not even when I leave the house, when I get up and I get dressed, if you would just take me, go boom, boom, they took John and they set him out someplace. I've already got the tools I need. I don't need a fucking loadout. I don't need to plan for this and prep for that. Bushcraft skills. Stop it. You're playing games. You are no different than the transgender community pretending that they're something that they're not. You're not a freaking survivalist. You guys go to the range like you're playing a fucking video game. By all means do it. I don't care.
I go to the range.
Yeah, that wasn't my point. It's like I also said, hey, do you ever do anything when you're not kitted up? Because chances are when shit hits the fan, you're not going to have time.
Nope.
When you're walking down Main Street, do you have what you need? Because you might not be able to make it back to your vehicle. Do you have what you need? Do you have a few knives? Do you have a Leatherman or other type of tool, a multi-tool?
I have what I need. I have a brain.
Yeah, well, that's a good start. That's a good start. And LARPing. It's like you're freaking, it just pisses me off. And this just gets them stirred up. Oh, now there's shit in Israel. So like, stop it. Stop it. You're doing the same thing you were doing when this shit started up with Ukraine, for crying out loud. See all those basement commandos come out of the woodwork too. Where the fuck they go? Nowhere. What'd they do? Nothing. They got online. Their little groups. They went running in the woods. They fired a few more rounds than they usually do.
Yeah, their little paint gun wars.
It's like, other than that, what'd you do? It just gave you an excuse to live in your fantasy world again. When the shit hits the fan, it's not going to be all of the basement warriors that's going to keep everything together. It's the people that you didn't even fucking know about.
Right.
It's not the people. It's not the people that went online spouting how great they are and they're in their special militia units and shit like that. It's going to be the people that just they live their life prepared for anything that comes their way.
Yep.
And they're dressed like you and I. Not dressed up in camouflage every day. They're not going around. It's like,
I gotta let my dog out so she can put her to bed, and I gotta get off here.
all right. Well,
Good night, you guys.
You take it easy and get some rest. Thanks for joining the show.
Right, I need that. We'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. But yeah, it's the social media warriors and it's just stop it. Stop it. And we said the same thing with the Rovid and stuff like that. It's not what people say. It's watch what they do. Oh, they're so scared. You're not scared. Person who's scared doesn't act like you.
No.
Oh, you're afraid of the bug? Then why are you getting up into people's faces? If you were really afraid of the bug, you wouldn't be getting up in people's faces. You'd want to get away from them. You're using it as an excuse, and that's the same way with all these people playing their bullshit games. Oh, big bad commando. It's like, yeah, really? How do you live your life?
Yeah, I just want to live. That's all. Be happy and just don't knock on my door. You know, or
Right.
I shouldn't say knock on my door. Don't just walk in.
Yeah, but most of these people they don't live in realistically
No.
danger zones. That's like the Black Lives Matter movement in New Hampshire. Really, the Black Lives Matter movement in New Hampshire. Shut the fuck up. Terrorism. Yeah, because terrorism is going to happen really, deep in New Hampshire.
Yeah. I'm looking at my neighbors. I'm out on the porch, and I'm looking at my neighbors going, yeah, I'm not too worried.
Yeah. No, this is New Hampshire. Montana, Wyoming. Oh, yeah. Terrorists are gonna want to go out there, right? No, it's urban areas and Democrat-controlled, which are high crime areas anyways, which are areas that you shouldn't have been in now anyways.
Right.
Why are you still living there? Say, with ammo. Why do you need to stock up on ammo now? By all means, stock up on ammo. That should be a given. Say, I'm thinking about my loadout. You haven't thought about it? Really? You're thinking about it now?
Yeah. Yeah, but like you, when he was panting, I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Go for a walk. Get some cardio in, buddy.
Yeah. Well.
Excuse me.
Yeah. We won't need to get into that one.
Yeah. Buy his coffee.
Yeah.
No, I mean he puts out some good information, but it's more and more I find it sensationalized and misleading.
I agree. Lately, he's been really getting that way, and it's like I kind of read between the lines, and then you read the
comments, and it's like, oh,
read
Jesus.
the comments. It's like, holy shit!
And people are eating this shit up.
Yeah.
It's like, stop it. That's why I said LARPing. People LARPing at something. No, stop it. Stop it. No, you really want to take care of something? Why aren't you making sure that your elected officials are doing what they're supposed to do? Why haven't you helped reduce crime in your area if you're in a high crime? Why aren't you doing all this? No, because you'd rather dream about some existential threat coming in and an enemy, and you can live out your Red Dawn fantasies.
Well, why did he move from Massachusetts to Tennessee?
Yeah, I can see why he got out of Mass.
I can too,
but I'd been watching for a while when he was in Massachusetts, and it's like, yeah, you do realize you're living in Massachusetts, right?
Yeah.
The first thing is change Massachusetts or get the hell out. Judy wants to know if you're talking about Bongino. No, I'm not talking about Bongino.
No. We won't mention names.
No, I'm not going to mention names. But Bongino, no. Again, Bongino likes to play similar games, though.
He does.
I had somebody used to send me his videos. And, oh, check out this. And it's like, look, I said a lot of what Bongino said 2 weeks earlier. Shapiro. No, not Ben Shapiro. No. Ben Shapiro is not one of these tough guy prepper guys. He's not one of these Second Amendment military and or police people, and we'll leave it at that. No.
He's just a big mouth.
No, Shapiro, I understand where he's coming from. You got to take... Yeah, I get it. He's a good source of certain information, but yeah.
But he's still a big mouth.
He is a big mouth. I'd like to have his audience.
Yeah.
I'd like to have any other audiences. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Bongino's. But yeah. So I told the guy, stop sending me Bongino clips. I don't have the hour. And he's usually send me like a 2-hour video.
Yeah.
for the part that he wants me to see, which is like 3 minutes somewhere in the it's like I don't have the time to listen to that shit. It's like you don't send an electrician shit. Dan Bongino and myself. I'm a little fish, he's a big fish, but we do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's why am I have my sources. There's people that I watch, and there's people that it's not worth my time to watch. Bongino is one of those. He's not the only one.
Well, that's why when, I mentioned tonight, my normal thing is what I usually watch on YouTube. And I didn't even include that one, the other one. Because I listen to it, but I enjoy the others a lot more. So
yeah, well, and the one that we were talking about before, he moved to Tennessee. Yeah, a lot of people moved to Tennessee and Florida are big go-tos. And Florida is not as free as people think it is.
No, it's not.
I always get a kick out of that. Oh, Florida is so free. It's like, no.
No.
New Hampshire, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Florida, no. You can't even fucking open carry in Florida. Shut the fuck up. You know, don't tell me how free Florida is. But yeah, he does a lot of. He puts out information. Okay, but you gotta listen to more. He does a lot of reading of documents, is what he does, and then give you sort of news, and then sensationalizes on it and misleads on some of the things.
He gives the layman terms of what he's reading, basically.
Yeah, sort of, but it's a lot of hype now. A lot of I've noticed it in the last probably the month or so since his move.
Right.
He doesn't seem as grounded. He used to be a little bit more grounded, matter of fact. Now he's kind of sensationalized. Like he's trying for the workup. And it's, you know me, that's not what I do. Why get people worked up over something that's not? I care about my own reputation, but all these people that follow these people and they take them and they just eat up what they say, they don't care that a week and a half down the road, it's irrelevant information and it didn't come to fruition because they got something else that they can get worked up over.
It's all about numbers.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. Because you watch the viewer counts, and you know what I'm talking about because you look at your stats, and you understand what they're doing. Like you get say you get a live stream that gets higher views afterwards or something like that. Well, somebody who puts out video 3 to 4 videos a day, he sees that one video might get 1 million hits and then the next one doesn't. So
he goes, okay, what's the formula? Yeah. This is the hot stuff. Yeah.
Right. And
I just can't, but you know me, I can't do that. I don't play those games. I go by what's again, I do cover what some of the things that a lot of the other ones are covering, but I also try to get the stuff people are forgetting. They're ignoring it's like you do know there's other stuff going on that actually affects your life.
Yes.
There is virtually nobody in the United States statistically that what is happening in Israel, for example, it affects their life. They affect their own lives. They get worked up over it, but it doesn't do anything. Same way as Ukraine. Really, how does it affect your life? Our southern border affects your life.
Right.
What's happening in D.C. affects your life.
Right.
And then people still they get caught up. It goes back to our who has the gavel, who's the speaker. It's like, yeah, that's part. Yes, I get it, but the system is so broken that doesn't even become important. That's a PR issue.
Yeah.
The real problem is behind the scenes. We need to fix what's behind the scenes.
They need to do their job.
They need to do their job.
And if they did their job, all of this would go away.
And they can't do anything until they good. Good. Our government system was set up in opposition, not in collaboration.
Right.
Judy says, plus you break it down and give a different view of it. Right. If it's an issue that is in focus and being fixated on, I try to interject the view that people are missing. What are you missing? Because oftentimes that's what's really important. Same thing with the speakers. Like I said, is it going to change the vote? No, the vote's the important part. The speaker's supposed to help with that. It can, but the system is broken. And part of the tents are too big. The teams have become nothing but who's wearing what jersey. Because as Gates, as he pointed out, what you think's happening and what's happening isn't they're not the same thing.
Right.
Oh, we got things we wanted. No, you didn't. You think you did, but you didn't. Look at what it's really doing. Oh, it's not doing what we thought it. Right. Which is what his problem was. Is like, no, people are getting hoodwinked.
See, he's really trying to push, instead of like with the budget type of thing, he wants them to vote on it individually rather than to lump everything into one sum, but nobody else wants to spend that time.
Right. Oh, which is their freaking job.
Yes.
It's like, you guys, and they took, we're taking 5 weeks off here and we're taking 2 weeks off of there. It's like, no, fucking do your job. Do your job.
That's like with this whole thing here going on. I want to know how many left. I know they left for the weekend because, some of them did, because some of them were talking about they haven't seen their families in a month. So they went home for 2 days to try to see their family, and then they're going back tonight or whatever, tomorrow morning, so that they can be back there. Well, that's all well and good. But they don't want to spend the time that's needed so that they can work through the issues and sort out why we're spending. It's just like the old saying, why do you spend $10,000 on a toilet seat?
Right. All you gotta do is just have somebody look over the books.
Right. That's
figure it out. Yeah. Oh, a $3,000 hammer. It's a pretty damn good hammer. It's like, no.
They don't.
And that's their freaking job. Figure that shit out.
And that's what's so irritating about it, is supposed to look at that stuff. That's why they have all these committees. That's why,
right. You got 5 days a week. I don't care if you go home on the weekends.
Right.
You got 5 days a week. What did you get done? Most of it's bullshit. It's stupid meetings and nothingness. It's like, really, what are you doing? Stop all these hearings. If it doesn't have anything to do with actual law that you're going to pass, stop these dog and pony hearings.
Yeah. You want to put the FBI director on the stand and try to, beat him up just for TV. Well, why? Why not just
unless you're going to do something, what are you going to fucking do about it? How about this? Yeah. Can you charge him with something?
Right.
No. Oh, so it's it's another part of government that does that, right? Right. Let them do their fucking job. And if they're not doing their job, you make sure they do their job.
Right.
We had the same thing with regulations. Instead of passing actual legislation, they just hand the shit down to these regulatory agencies that just pull shit out of their ass and treat it like law. Well, that's not the way the system's supposed to work, because you're fucking lazy. You're supposed to drive it, and they do what needs to be done to make sure that they comply with what you passed.
Well, you as a police officer, when you arrested somebody, it was up to you or whoever, gets assigned to the case you're supposed to go, because that person is innocent until proven guilty. So it's up to you to go dig up all the information and then go bring it up.
Right. Well, yeah, you've got, depending upon the reason for arrest, yeah, it's usually probable cause is a base minimum. So yeah, you don't need to have all of it, but you need to have some. But then again, we didn't prosecute.
Right.
That's the prosecutor's job. And then again, we didn't make the laws.
No.
That's the legislature's job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no. So these agencies that work in the government, they're not legislators. They're bureaucrats that are supposed to do within their power to enforce the laws.
But nobody's doing their job, and they're making up all kinds of new departments to cover.
And now they're fucking arming them. On top of that, like, what the hell? Did you read my post about that? 70 departments and agencies and departments within those agencies.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, armed. To include the Department of Education has armed employees. What the fuck does the Department of Education need a single armed employee for?
They don't.
They don't. But they got them. EPA. What the hell?
The crazies out of there and to protect the students, but they don't.
Right.
They put that on the officer that they put in the school.
Who most of the time, they're females or fat fucks.
Yeah.
Or they stand outside of the school and say, "What are you doing?
What are you doing?" Yeah. Bully somebody that's going to put up with it, but when the real threat's there, they're shitting themselves.
So is this the after hour show?
Yeah, this is the after hour. This is the breaking leather part. Yeah, but it's and parents aren't doing their job. They've been passing their kids off to the public school systems for the past 60 years.
Yep.
Giving them more and what's
Almost.
that? Almost.
Not quite.
Almost. It started actually in the 80s.
What'd we have before then? No, we had public schools. It just wasn't federalized.
The government didn't take over censoring what you did with your children until the 80s.
Yeah. I got my ass kicked by my parents. If a teacher told me or called my parents, and it could have been wrong.
Yeah, you're talking about federal intervention. Because public school started in 1635 was the first, but we've had public schools, but they were usually local, then state controlled. Then the federal government came in, the early 80s or something like that, and started federalizing control and trying to unify standards and everything throughout the whole nation. Right? Is that what you're talking about, Sally?
No,
I'm talking about the parents' rights being taken away.
Parents control.
Government started taking over the way that the school system should be run.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on a federal level.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. We said the same thing.
Yeah.
But basically, I went sledding in the 3rd grade.
You went sledding?
I went sledding out in the back of the school, and we weren't supposed to be out in that area. And I got brought to the principal's office, and I got my hand slapped by the ruler.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, well, I was following the other kids. What was I supposed to do, But we were supposed to know. And
I got to point out, it sounded like you said you were sledding in the back of the school.
No, sledding.
Sledding. I know. But that's what it sounded like. It's like a 3rd grade. Oh, you started me young.
Read that wrong. But it's just
and then just got things got worse and worse. We talk about the no child left behind.
Right.
No, fucking leave them behind. It's like, no, not all children are going to pass. You don't lower all the standards because you've got some that aren't going to pass. Let those be the minority, and then try to deal with those onto themselves instead of lowering all the standards. And then you've got what you got now, where you've got schools that virtually none of the kids and none can pass English and mathematics standards.
And nobody knows cursive.
Nobody knows cursive. Yeah. Can't tell. Yeah. Can't look at a watch on their wrist that isn't digital and telling you what time it is.
Right.
It's crazy. Dumbing down of people for the sake of leave no one behind. Well, you've made a generation and a half of morons. Doesn't mean they were all stupid. They still have bright kids, but the vast majority has dumbed down to the point it's like, no, they're former shadows of themselves.
Right.
Well, they stopped teaching cursive, and I told the other girl, a girl at the sub shop, they stopped teaching cursive so that they couldn't read the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights.
Yeah. And how do you freaking sign your name if you can't write in cursive?
Print.
You're not. You're printing your name. That's not your freaking signature.
Right. It's either that or you create a digital signature, and that's what they really.
And that's what she said too. Yeah. She goes, "That is exactly what this girl said. I don't even know how to print or to write my own name."
Crazy. I had to sign the slip, and I didn't have my glasses, so I had to ask her to show me where to sign it. And she goes, "God, I wouldn't even know how to sign."
I got a sign for you right there. You're number one. It's insane. It's insane. We were the world leader, and now it's crazy. Judy says it didn't take long. No, it didn't. It took what? 30 years?
30, yeah. Now we're a third world country.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the kids can tell you propaganda pretty damn quick.
Oh, they can.
But they can't tell you what really happened with anything. They can't read and write. They've got perpetual adolescence.
I am so thankful that I kept the internet out of my house.
Yeah.
Until kids were moved out.
That's what I said. You heard me rant about it more than once. It's we need to protect the kids because the internet's keep your kids off the freaking internet.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's simple. You don't hand them your keys when they're 9 years old and say, take the sedan on a road trip. You don't allow them to walk into a damn bar and just belly up and say, give me a beer. Don't put them in front of the damn computer that has certainly without any parental controls, but those ain't worth a shit nowadays either. Just keep them off the internet. Oh, and they gotta have a cell phone. Why? We didn't have pagers growing up, for crying out loud. That's a new thing. Remember when pagers came out? The hell?
Yeah.
We didn't have shit. If you're at school and your parents need to contact you, they'd call the office and they'd come and get you.
Yep.
If you were at school and you need to contact your parents, you went down to the office and you called them either at work or at home. What the hell's difficult about that? Oh, but what happens after school? Like we didn't have after school activities. There was always an adult there.
Yeah.
So what the hell? Why do they need a cell phone?
We had a payphone. We had payphones at school.
Yeah.
Kids nowadays, they don't even know what a payphone is.
Yeah.
What's a rotary phone?
Oh no, that's a mystery right there. Don't give them a rotary phone and a wristwatch with a face on it. They're lost. They can't do it. They can't tell you what time it is, and they can't make a call.
That's pathetic.
Yeah. Change a tire. Do simple shit. I would get that too. It's like, oh man, all these young guys. You got the beard. You look like a lumberjack. Bitch, you wouldn't know how to split a log.
Nope.
Oh, you think it's muscles? No. It's not muscles. It's momentum. It's the swing is right. It's poetry in motion. You should be able to split wood all day, unless it's you get stuff with knots and stuff. But a normal, good thing, you're not going to get worn out.
No.
The guy lugging the wood, he's going to get worn out. I just sit and split all day. You keep popping them up there. That's fine.
Even these guys that that are older now, that are our age, back they used to split by hand and everything else, and now they're like, wow, this is great, They love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a hydraulic, don't you?
No, I don't have.
I thought you had a hydraulic splitter.
I did, but I got rid of it.
Oh, you got rid of it? Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I
No.
grew up. We had a. We just did everything with a split and maul and some wedges.
That's how I did it growing up.
That's the same thing as people couldn't tell you. They go, okay, go to split wood, and you just give them the equipment. They'll grab an axe. It's like, you can get a fucking split wood with an axe.
Yeah.
Get a split and maul.
Yeah.
It's like they don't look the same. They don't look the same. They do in the movies because it's not real. No,
Right.
a split and maul looks different than an axe. Axe will have a shorter handle, and a lot of times it'll have a crook to it. Head's a little wider and a lot narrower. It's not the same as a split and maul. Split and maul is a fucking sledgehammer with a freaking wedge on the end. That's what you split wood with. And it's got a straight ass handle. Longer.
And what happens? Stick it in, and you can't get it back out again. Well, you pick it up, turn it upside down, and you swing it down. You hit the back end of the maul on, and it's wood.
Yeah, you can do that.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy.
Or just try to pick it up and slam it down again. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got easy wood and you got harder wood. You get the crooked grains and you're going to have problems. But yeah, and then you just look at can you look at a log and before you split it and go, where am I going to split it? Where's the grain? Where's the knots? Do a couple, first start splits and work it, and you can actually start to split up the face of it. And then hit it hard and bust it open. Yeah, there's tricks to it. Yeah, but
I was always taught to look for the split itself.
Oh yeah, split will tell you if it's got one in it, but
it
doesn't always have it happen that way. But yeah, there's people don't know. Oh, we're so smart because we got computers and cell phones and all this other shit. It's like technology does not make you smart.
Nope.
That's the same thing as I told you about, that shit hits the fan. It's not gonna be the people you think it is.
Nope.
It's gonna be those people that they've been taking care of themselves all along.
They're the people that haven't said boo.
Right.
And they're the ones that are gonna step up and push you out of the way.
And they're gonna know how to do things. Because when supplies start to dwindle and when machines start to break, and if honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, it's the people that were self-sufficient to begin with. It's the people that you wouldn't realize.
I can hunt. I can fish. I can build most anything.
Yeah, fix it if it breaks.
Yep.
Use hand tools. Get shit done that you need to get done.
I don't need power tools.
Yeah. Power tools are good. They're good. I got both. I got hand tools and power tools. Most of the time I'll grab a power tool if I can. But sometimes, good old hand tools is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, I've always had a portable drill, or a portable, I've always had it. It's how I was brought up, but it didn't have a motor.
No. You got a couple kinds. You got the egg beater, and then you got the ones where the big handles like that. And yeah. Judy says experience over degree. Yeah. Yeah.
Most definitely.
No, I mean, degrees are fine.
Right.
But they are what they are, and they're not what they're not.
Right.
And again, if it was a real shit hit the fan situation, it's knowledge and ability, not just knowledge, but ability, is going to get you through the day. It's like I say too, it's like you're planning for some post-apocalyptic, you got your load out, you got all this other shit, but you can't help yourself if your car stops halfway home now. You know what I mean? You can't help yourself if you're out for a walk and something happens. So what good's all of that LARPing shit going to do you when you can't handle just the simple shit now?
The zombie's going to eat your brains.
Zombie's going to eat your brains. Not with me around. I'm the world's best zombie killer.
Yeah, I got one too. It's called a stick.
A stick, yeah. You got a stickety stick, stabbity stab. But yeah, that's nothing. Oh, yeah. What happens if you don't have any ammo? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What happens when your gun breaks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to? Yeah. Yeah, they break.
Yeah, they do.
So what are you going to do?
Cry.
Cry.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Cry, but then carry on, get shit done. But yeah, it's like, it's the game. I look around. It's the game, and the people that get online and they play this. It's a fantasy. Let's get worked up and let's pretend shit. Really, really. Do you honestly think that? Really? Oh no, now there's a war in Israel and now we're worried about people crossing the border. I've been saying for years that those bad people have been crossing the border. They've already been here. And some of them are working within the government, not the ones crossing the border, but it's the same enemy.
Yep.
Working within the government. But you want to play your game. you play your game.
No, I know.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's like, and then you're not paying attention. What the fuck is happening in your town? What's happening in your state? What's happening in the community next year is that's going to spill over into your town? What's happening? Oh, Israel. No, Israel isn't happening. It's not happening.
What?
The same way. Oh no, you don't have enough food. It's like you don't have enough food to last 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks easy? Really? At least? It's like we joke about it too. It's the storm's coming in. Everybody's hitting the stores. Really? You can't last 2 days? Really?
I know. That always cracks me up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, stop it. We've been out, me and the miss have been out. We see the same thing. It's like, what the hell? Where the hell's all these people here for? You check the weather forecast. Oh, we're supposed to get some snow or something like that. And we're just like, really? Really? First time? Really? First time?
Yeah. How many years have you lived here?
Yeah. Like I said, first time. Never seen snow before. Never seen. Oh, the same way it was when the hurricane.
Yeah.
When the hurricane came through. It's like, first time? Really? Have you been watching this shit? It's like you're going to get maybe a day and a half of rain, and that's it, because that's all she's got. No, we got to buy the store out. Really? Yeah. Judy says, "Oh Jesus, they go nuts here." Yeah, it's like, really, first time. It's like, again, there should be no time that you go, "Oh my God, I have to go grocery shopping today." No, that should have been, a week or two in advance at least. The same way toilet paper. Really? You don't have toilet paper? How much do you shit? You don't have You don't have supplies of toilet paper? When I mean supplies, I mean you don't have, a case or two. Case, they call them cases of toilet paper. You know what I mean? The big pack. You don't have a couple big packs? Really? You're going to let all of your toilet paper go away before you buy new toilet paper? What kind of a moron are you?
Yep. We always have a 72 pack extra.
Yeah, always. Hell, I had enough daughters to know you keep toilet paper around. It's like, really? You have no toilet paper in the house? Oh my God! You woke up and there's no toilet. Where the fuck were you all for at least a week? You should have known you only have 5 or 6 rolls left. get toilet paper. We never hoarded it, but we still had a stockpile of it, and we still have a stockpile of it. Because what you do is each time you go out, not now, we've cut back, but each time we'd go out, we'd buy one thing of toilet paper. Not one roll, but one. If it's a big pack, get a big pack. If it's only 4 or 6, just get 4 or 6. Every time you go out, you buy one. You don't need to buy 5 or 6. Buy one. How much toilet paper are you using? Stop it. It's like panic buying. Oh my God. No. Same way with everything else. You don't have meat. You don't have vegetables. You don't have. The only time we really have a problem, we do have meat cycles, but it's usually if we want to make something special. We go, okay, well, I need this special thing. Okay, then we'll go out, we'll get that, and we'll get a bunch of other stuff too. But it's like, no, you're worried about it now? Again, you got one roll of toilet paper in your house? Idiot. It's like moving into a new place, told the kids. You got 2 toilets, you get 2 freaking plungers. You don't even move in without having plungers.
Yeah.
That's how you think. It's like, well, we got 1 plunger. No, 1's not enough. You got 2 toilets. What's that 1 plunger going to do you when you're in the second bathroom?
That's right.
No, again, you think about, again, you only got one roll of toilet paper? You're a moron.
Yeah.
You're sitting on the toilet and there's no toilet paper within reach? Really? Really? How'd that happen?
That's why I have 6 screw guns and 3 circular saws and 2 tables. I got a table saw and a radial arm saw, and it's like, I'm being prepared.
I don't have that many.
I'm just
trying to get one of each, but yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, but no, you got 2 tractors and.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, but yeah, you get yourself. What are you doing? That this is a same way with ammo. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you running out of ammo? When nothing is going on, you run your ammo supply down?
Well, here's a good train of thought. Like instead of having 14 different guns, you have 2 guns, and you have enough ammo for those 2 guns.
Right, and choose the right guns.
Right. You don't need.
I say that all the time. It's like, oh, you got a nice gun collection.
Yeah.
A nice gun collection is like a nice car collection.
Right.
How many fucking cars are you going to drive?
Yeah.
It's the same way with guns. Oh, gee. Oh, he's an army. No, he's not. He's one person.
Yeah.
What's he going to do? Carry 30 guns? No. It's like, you pick the right guns. And there's nothing wrong with having backups. So you pick a right platform. Like, let's say an AR-15. It's okay to have 2 or 3 AR-15s. They have parts that are exchangeable.
Interchangeable.
And then make sure that there's items in it that will break and do break. Springs.
Right.
Springs, the firing pins, blocks, depending upon the type of weapon it is. There's things that they're, it's not disposable, they're consumables. Even though they're part of the gun, they will be consumed. They'll break. So you have a few parts on hand. It's the same thing with everything else. We have a parts drawer for a reason. And then when something breaks, we go, oh, okay, well, here's some parts for it. We can fix it, and that's fine. But that should be a way of life. Should be a way of life. Shouldn't be oh my God, now there's an emergency. It's like, really? Like live in the Midwest, live in Oklahoma. Oh, tornadoes.
Yeah.
If you're prepared for tornadoes all the time. You don't go, oh my God, I'm getting a tornado warning. Excuse me, the next day or so, I need to stock up on shit. No, you're ready for it.
No, you need, Well, and a tornado is gone through in what, 30 seconds?
Yeah.
So all you really need is a hole in the ground to go climb in.
Yeah, if you need to. Do you have a way to get out of it?
Yeah. And
shelter yourself. Or the only other thing is it can take out infrastructure. So
yeah.
Do you have water? Do you have heat if it's in the wintertime? Do you have, well, you don't have tornadoes in the wintertime, but same thing. Electricity, just certain things like that. You don't have to be hit by the tornado to be affected by it.
No.
But yeah, it's like you're prepared for it. Well, that's why in New England when we had years ago and the winter blizzards came through, and then there was parts of the state that for months on end that still didn't have power. And people, their lives went on. Went on.
I think the longest, like here, has been maybe 2 days.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's enjoyable, because it's not. It's not cool.
No,
but
no.
And people may do, and there was, if
They
you had
did.
generators and stuff. Yeah, so we got some stuff we got to get from the place in Vermont too. I got a big generator and some snow blowers and stuff. But yeah, it's like and we're fortunate enough. Here, if the power's out for more than a few hours, that's something.
Yeah.
Although I think our first Thanksgiving we lost power for, it was at least about a day. We made our Thanksgiving not the traditional turkey. We had other food off of our camping gear and stuff. It's like, okay, so we had lanterns, and we had ways to cook food. We had our camp stove and everything. So we were fine. No power, but we had light and we had warm food and we were happy, and it's a way of life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate this. I talked about the last show. This whole, just Israel, and we're going to World War III, and protect yourself, and all. It's like, really.
The sky is not falling.
No, it's not. Freaking LARPers, stop it. You're not an urban commando. And you've got, again, train. Go ahead. Prepare. Go ahead and do it. But it should be like everything else. Again, like Scripture says, I will come as a thief in the night. When shit happens, you don't normally, you can't get, you're not, live your life as if every moment could be a problem.
Right.
That's why people find themselves in daily life and they get themselves in some sticky situations. Like, weren't you watching? Well, I would have never thought. No, I always think. I always think when I go and sit down in a restaurant, where I sit, where my back is, what I can see is important to me.
Situational awareness.
That's right. When I'm in the store, I pay attention to what's going on around me. I know where the exits are. I know where the avenues of egress and ingress are. I pay attention. And it's not that I'm thinking, I'm a Rambo. It's like, no, you just, same way as when you're out walking in the woods. Are you paying attention? You're paying attention to where you're walking. You're going to twist your ankle if you don't. Right. Doesn't mean you have to fixate on it, but you have to be aware of everything around you.
Correct.
What's the landscape like? Is there an animal over here? Are there peoples over there? Is there deadfall? Just pay attention. Not just when you're playing your freaking game.
Nope.
So it just irks the living bejesus out of me when I see people online just playing their game and just winding everybody up. It's why I don't post a lot of the shit on my Facebook page. You're just like, there's no need in winding people up because it's non-issues. Doesn't mean it's not an issue. It's a non-issue for you. It's an issue for this over here. It's an issue for that, but it's not an issue for you. Not everything is a you issue. Are you taking care of the you issues?
I don't worry about a missile flying in and hitting my house.
No, I did. Last time I knew Montreal and Quebec they're fairly okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not, and leaf season is about over, I think. So that's, man, this year sucked. Oh my God. Didn't take a single picture this year. None of the trees that I saw, and we've been going back and forth to Vermont too, and they're dingy. There's no good colors. There's no consistency in what's left versus not, where some years you'll have a bloom and it'll be just like everywhere. And now it's hit or miss and still dingy colors. It's like, no.
Yeah, but the leaves are falling.
They are falling, yeah. Judy says, I get worked up sometimes, but after I see your posts, I usually calm down. I can figure out after seeing your views on it. Sounds silly, maybe. No, that's fine. I've told people, especially the last few. I can't tell you the amount of people that send me messages and say, "Hey, what do you think of this?" It's like, yeah, most of the things people are getting worked up over, don't get worked up over it. This is how much it really plays into things. This won't be a problem. This isn't an issue. Like shit, your kids and your cousins affect you more than most of the other shit out there.
What I'm getting worked up over this whole thing is the people's stupidity of what they know and don't know.
Oh.
That's what I get worked up about.
Freaking spouting lies. Lies after lies after lies.
Like my daughter.
What'd she say?
She said like her daughter.
Oh, is she getting up into that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you people don't know what the hell you're talking about. Stop it.
No. And it's sad. It's, but I tell her, don't bite, don't, just, she's your daughter, just love her, and that's it.
Yeah, sometimes family, you gotta
walk a line.
Yeah, okay, you listen to what they say and just let it go.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. I was like, I don't follow any of my family on social media. I just don't. It's not worth it.
Their situation is a little bit different.
Was that?
We'll get in.
Talk about that when we see you.
Oh, your situation is different? Yeah, everybody's is different.
Yeah.
But yeah, me personally, it's just not worth it. And then I pick and choose what I talk to family members about.
Yeah.
And like with the kids, it's how in depth you need to get involved in their life, and is as superficially as possible is best, and
unless they ask me.
Yeah, well, yeah. Can you? Yeah. Well, it's the same with it. Usually, if I want to give advice, I'll go, "Do you want me to? Do you want me to say?" And if they don't, then that's fine. And if they ask me, then that's. Yeah.
All holes, nothing, everything, gloves are off on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I try to be as tactful as possible, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat things. Judy says obvious lies too, just freaking amazing to me how people can be so dumb. Yeah. It's because it's easy. They just spout shit that sounds right. It's the same thing with Israel and Ukraine. Same thing. That's why I didn't post it. Very seldom did I post. I did posted some, but I stayed away from it. Why? Because it doesn't affect us. It affects our nation resource-wise and politically and stuff like that. But people's lives, I try to focus on people's lives, because that's where the living is done. The living isn't done with the Ukraine. The living isn't done with celebrities. The only time I bring up a celebrity or anything like that is if there is an underlying issue, a social issue involved, and that can put a spotlight on it. That's when I bring up the celebrity, because people can identify. But other than that, it's like, stop it. It doesn't affect you. And people were, Russia bad, Ukraine good. It's like, no, Russia bad, Ukraine bad. Did the same thing with Syria when Syria was having their civil war back, a couple years ago. I said, that's the first time I wrote an article that said no good dog in this fight. The rebels weren't the rebels bad. The current government bad. No good dog in the fight. There's no logical reason why the U.S. should be involved in that mess in any way, shape, or form. No good dog in the fight. People didn't want to hear it because they like a good guy and a bad guy. So you had people arguing about the rebels versus the government. Same way with Ukraine, Russia. Oh, we got to pick sides. No, both bad. There's both bad, but actually, contrary to what people believe, Russia had the best grounds. They had the legitimate grounds to do what they were doing. But you can't say that because Russia bad. Again, you're talking to a man who spent the majority of his military life preparing to fight the Russians. So I've got no love for Russia. I got no love for Putin. Doesn't mean he's wrong on everything.
So an awful lot of money laundering going on.
Oh, Lord Almighty. and the funny part about that is everybody knew it 5 minutes before Russia ratcheted things up and actually said, enough of this shit. Everybody knew. There wasn't anybody on any side of the political spectrum that didn't know that Ukraine was being used for both biological research, for weapons, and for money laundering. Everybody knew that shit until Russia bad, and then, oh, good Ukraine. No. Ukrainian people were bombing the shit out of their own people in Donbass because they were of Russian lineage. Stop it. And everybody knew that shit. Oh, Zelensky's a fucking clown.
He should go to the Oscars.
I was going to say the Emmys.
Well, he's a comedian.
He is.
He's a third-rate comedian. Second-rate's giving him too much. Third-rate comedian.
Yeah.
He's a freaking clown.
Well, then he should go. What is the Ringling Brothers have a museum where the great clowns go?
My God! And when he showed up to Congress and other places, and he's wearing his freaking khakis with his pseudo military sweater thing, it's like, really? Shut up. I posted the pictures of him and his wife in photo shoots and shit, going to bombed out areas after everything's gone and do their fashion shoots. It's like, no, people are a bunch of freaking clowns.
He reminds me of Fetterman.
Yeah, short Fetterman. What is he, about 5'2"?
Yeah, like he's just a short guy.
How tall is he?
A Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, do you see even now Arnold is voicing his opinion about how all the Democratic cities are being bad, and he's really stepping into it this time.
Yeah, well,
I know. It just
when Arnold was saying, fuck your freedom, it's like that's the last I gave two shits about what Arnold had to say.
I know.
Yeah, but Zelensky says he's 5'7". Yeah, what on a good day, right? Maybe wearing lifts.
Is he stepping on a box or something?
He usually does.
Yeah, something like that. Oh, the missus can't wait to see you and I together, Gus.
Oh my God.
She goes, he's short. I'm like, well, that's okay. I'm used to short people. That's fine.
I'm 5'7.5".
Yeah.
On a good day.
On a good day. That's fine. Yeah. So it's.
I never been tall.
No. So that's how it works. You just never been tall. I used to be short. See, I went the opposite way. I used to be short when I was 5'7". I must have been in third grade. No.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. Oh God, I wasn't 5'7" in third grade.
I was always the short guy, and it's funny because like all the other males in my family except for one are all over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
He got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, everybody's shorter than me, so in my family, and I'm not a giant. I'm not a giant.
Hell, even my son is 6 foot tall.
Yeah. See?
Figure that one out. His mother is short, and so am I.
Somebody had it in there. Same with me. It's skipped several generations. Everybody else is rather short, and then I got it. But I was below average when I left. I forget what grade it was, but there was one school summer, and those are only a month and a half to 2 months long. I went from being shorter than everybody else to being taller than everybody else. I had a huge growth spurt in the middle of the summer. I don't know what the hell happened. But it is what it is.
I never had a huge growth spurt except for growing out.
It's never too late. Never too late, Gus. I have faith. I have faith in you. He's shrinking. Yeah, it's like, no, once we get to a certain age, then things start compacting.
Yeah. I'm shrinking at this point.
Oh, that's okay.
I was 5'9". Now I'm
You're 5'9", yeah. I'm 5'7.5".
Yeah. But no.
Well, when they're up there, see if they can I don't know.
Push it
back, jack it up. I don't know. Do some renovating on the inside.
Well,
they did it for the Statue of Liberty, so
yeah, they could put the air hose and hook the air hose up and blow.
Yeah, come out looking like the Michelin Man. You're like, no, that's not what I meant, Doc. That's not...
I wanted to be tall.
Yeah. And making those balloon animals out of parts of my body now.
Yeah.
Don't go giving him any ideas.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, we can't do requests? Like put it on a chart.
No, he'll be running with it.
Nah.
Oh, no.
No, but I hope that comes out okay. So how do you there's no way to say anything without it not being good.
Yeah, but the biggest problem with that is I won't know for probably a week.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I need to check your application there.
I'll have to keep checking my thing unless they make a phone call and go, hey, you need to come in and talk to the doctor. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to cross that bridge until it's going
to be fine.
I'm not worried about it. So
no, it's going to be fine.
Oh yeah.
I just, they need to get the, full body MRIs.
Yeah.
No, really. I mean, and then you go in every, 2 years or something like that, and they just do another scan, and they can check it with the rest. They can tell everything. It just costs too much money.
Yeah. They should be able to tell everything.
Yeah. Because they see everything.
Yeah. And they with the slices like that, they can really look in on what your body is.
Yeah.
And it's
can somebody see who's you got trained. Artery problems. You get, they could tell you how your stomach lining thickness. They can tell everything. You've got polyps here or a tumor there. It's not a tumor.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
Mr. Swenson, we found a void.
A void? You got a black hole? It's like, yeah, I've been told that. Yeah.
It's right between those two openings up on the top.
Oh, no. Something's missing. Oh, crazy. Well,
yeah.
It's wow, it's 12:07. Holy shit.
I know. I can no longer drink anything, or I have to drink liquids now.
So is that what it is? You kept me on kept the show going because you're like I can't drink anything, so we're gonna keep John talking.
I just took my last sip.
Oh my goodness.
It's your son.
Well, I should be closing it down. The missus is probably she's gonna be pissed. Crawling to bed. She's like, it's after 12. We haven't had a midnight show in a long time. So
no.
But be up in the morning. I'll start repainting the office again. The office, the it is an office, a studio.
Well, I'm glad Judy hung out for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's still here.
Yeah.
But all right. See you guys online, and I will keep everybody updated as to the status of the studio. And God bless and take care.
Good night.